Alright, what is up everybody? It's Lids, and today we are trying out Elden Ring, which is the new game that just came out from FromSoft, the same developers who gave us Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and all those types of games. I myself have never played any of the Soulsborne games before, but I am a fan of action RPGs of various varieties, so I'm excited to try it out. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Soulsborne games, they are, of course, very well known for being extremely difficult action RPGs, but very mechanically precise and sound and rewarding if you can find the way to perfect them. So we're going to try it out today. I myself have not seen much of anything of the game, so I'll be going in a little bit blind. And from what I've heard, the game is similar to the previous Dark Souls and Bloodborne games. However, in this case, it is now an open world and a little bit more forgiving from a difficulty standpoint. So for that reason, good for new players such as myself. So I believe it is $60 US dollars, that is, on Steam and other platforms. So I'm going to test it out today, see how it is, and hopefully give you a better sense as to whether it's a game that you want to be trying out as well. So let's get started. Okay, and in terms of brightness, I assume this is fine. Yes? Okay. All of our settings, I assume we'll just go with the usuals. Okay, so we pick a class to get things started, and this is the only thing that I've really looked at to begin here for Elden Ring, and so we have the options between Vagabond, Warrior, Hero, Bandit, Astrologer, Prophet, Samurai, Prisoner, Confessor, and last, and perhaps least, Wretch. So I believe we can get a little bit of a description about all these, or at least I hope so. Let's see. Yeah, so we get at least the starting stats on all of them. So level, vigor, I assume has to do with life, mind, kind of like mana, endurance, I assume stamina, strength, power with some weapons, dexterity, I think power with different types of weapons, intelligence, power with spells, I assume, and faith, I think, is a slightly different type of spell. I'm not entirely sure what the difference between intelligence, faith, arcane, and mind is, but I'm sure we'll figure this out over time. And so each class, of course, has its own strengths and weaknesses, as you can see from choosing between various options here. And so if you want to pick a character that is inherently a better melee fighter, then perhaps going with something like a hero with high strength and relatively high vigor might be the way to go. Or if you wanted to go more the dex route, then warrior might be better. And you can also see, I believe below those stats, the starting equipment. And so in some cases, looks like we'll get a sword and some kind of halberd and shield with the Vagabond, whereas you get dual wielding swords with the warrior, a axe and a shield for the hero, looks like a knife of some variety and a bow for the bandit, a staff, I believe, and a sword for the astrologer, a spear and something else for the prophet, bow and dagger, or rather, no, I assume that's got to be a katana or something like that for the samurai, and a bow, then sword and some kind of staff for the prisoner, and sword, shield, and whatever. I assume this is some other staff-like equipment in that next spot for the confessor. And then the Wretch, I think, is sort of the most difficult one, in that you start out with well-rounded stats, however, just a club and not much else. So, of course, you can pick based on what the stat you want to focus on might be, and what the equipment you might want to start with might be. Inherently, I think some builds favor, in this case, the hybrid playstyle between melee and spells. Again, melee and spells, although in this case, perhaps dex melee and spells. Then range and strength, or maybe dex melee. Looks like melee and then this sort of alternative type of spells. Then I think primarily Spellcaster here for Astrologer. I think primarily Bows for Bandits. Then Hero, the Strength-based melee attacker. Warrior, the Dex-based melee attacker. And then Vagabond, I think, is sort of the relatively well-rounded melee attacker. So probably the best for new players such as myself, although I'm a little bit intrigued by trying something a little more specialized, like perhaps the Warrior, because I think if we're talking dual-wielding swords, then we're talking faster attacks, which is kind of intriguing. So let's try it out. And then type A, I think, is, yeah, so you basically can pick male, female, so male. Then we pick our name. Oh, man. Let's see. Well, we'll go for lids, if that is still available. Then this looks good. Age, young, mature. Do we see what the difference is? Is there physically or aesthetically a difference? Not really sure that there is. Has no bearing on ability. Okay. I don't know. We'll go young, I guess. Origin warrior, keepsake. I don't know what this means. The past has been well and truly left behind. None. A medallion inlaid with crimson amber increases maximum HP. Oh, what? Do these all just give bonuses of various varieties? So, for those of you who are Soulsborne pros, many of these mechanics are probably much more familiar to you than they are to me, but this is, of course, my first time trying it. I have done much Path of Exile in the past, so that's probably the closest comparison I can make to games that I've played previously, but that is still a fair bit different. So I don't know if there's, like, a downside to these, because otherwise, why would you not take one of them? But I feel like there may be some hidden mechanics behind them that I don't fully understand right now. Used to gain many runes. I don't know, maybe we just increase our max HP. That sounds like that might be a decent thing to do. Then, okay, we can change our appearance here. I see. And we can change our voice as well. You can give us a preview of it? Perhaps? Ah, sample. Okay. Of course, it's, you know, a sound effect of us probably taking damage, which I imagine we'll do a lot of. Okay. It's kind of weird hearing these sound samples like this. I mean, I can't exactly say that I have a strong preference between those, but sure, we'll go with young voice 1. And then I don't really care about our skin color all that much. We'll just stick with the default. In terms of our hairstyle, though, now that's different. And our face. I mean, well, still don't really think this matters to me all that much. Apparent age. Oh, right, of course, we're 205. This is very obvious from what we're seeing right now, of course. Don't know why you would ever question that. What even changes? I can barely tell. So, sure, we'll go here-ish. We'll be 195, I guess. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not really seeing any difference at all when we do this. Like, basically no difference at all. So, like, I think this is affecting our jawline. I think that's what that's doing. But I can't really... I mean, like, let's go to an extreme and maybe then we can see more readily. I think it's giving us a more pronounced jaw. Let's go super Chad mode. Like, I guess this is a thing. And then this just kind of makes our face a little puffier. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing a huge difference, I'll be honest. So, I guess it just doesn't matter much to me. Outside of the hair, I imagine, is relatively significant. Changing that. Yeah. Okay. This is perhaps the biggest difference maker in terms of the way we look. So, I don't know. What about something like... I thought I just saw something half decent. Where were you? And that's not bad. Might go for that. Might go for this. Yeah, I think I will. Hair color looks pretty decent. Something along those lines, I think. Sure. Gotta have the shiniest of hairs. Absolutely the shiniest of hairs, of course. No, okay, maybe that's a little extreme. Yeah, no, it doesn't really matter to me that much. So we'll just, you know. Except we don't have much in the way of white hair because we are young and wild and free. Okay. Sure. Looks good, I suppose. So I think we leave it at this, you know. I'm not too concerned about the way that we look. This looks fine. Then, other than that, I think we just get started here. So we've got our name, our body type, our age, our class, our keepsake, and I think we're ready to finish. Let's do it.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Alright, so here we are. The new ring. Okay. We can hop. Sure. We can walk around. This is also true. Okay. So, let's look around a bit here and see what we can pillage from these guys. Tarnished wizened finger. Lovely. Okay. Oh, we can also read messages. Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. Ooh. Okay, that looks like that may perhaps be our destiny of sorts. Just getting started. So I think some of these are notes that other players can leave behind for us. So, time for Elden Ring. Let's go, baby. Take a little look around here, though, see if we're perhaps missing anything. Touch bloodstain, you say? What does that do? I'm not entirely sure. Praise the Elden Ring, perhaps. Okay, so, I mean, the game looks quite good. I suppose we'll head on through over here. Is this something we can loot, perhaps? More bloodstains? Is that where we can see what other people do? So it's my first time playing any of the Soulsborne games. I assume this game still qualifies, technically speaking, as Soulsborne, but I don't know. But I imagine lots of things will be similar to those games, but of course, much will be new as well. Chapel of Anticipation. Well, I do anticipate many things from this game. So I am curious to be somewhat thorough. Oh, door is blocked shut, sure. Try to explore as much as we can, because I think that is, from what I've heard, one of the biggest differences between this game and previous games in the series. Guess that's a roll button, gotcha. I think I heard that in previous Dark Souls you could not jump. You could roll, but not jump. So that's new. More bloodstains. That is our attack button. This is good to know. That is also our attack button. This is also good to know. Okay. So, also, you know, maybe we just avoid falling off our ledges for now and what have you. Okay. Very cool. Let's get going then. Okay, yes, I am familiar with generally how one uses camera controls. I'm sure this is a note that's telling people, oh, just go down here. Nothing bad will possibly happen, right? Why is it always corpse? Alright, well, I do know, or at least I have seen, from what little of Dark Souls that I know, generally speaking, at the beginning of games, it does seem as though there's always some really difficult encounter in which you are almost guaranteed to lose. So I am waiting with bated breath for that moment when that is probably going to happen to us. There's got to be a block button as well, right? Okay, hold on, let's just take a second here, figure out what our skills are. So we got some quick attacks, it seems. Heavier attacks. Okay, so this is our right-handed weapon, then we have... Is our left-handed weapon? Or no, this is specifically dual wielding. Okay, but also still have light attacks with that as well. Okay, so we have basically the option going one-handed, two-handed, like one-handed heavy melee, or two-handed heavy melee. Obviously, the heavies are faster. We've got the roll, we've got the jump, and I still don't really know what this is, but okay. Spinning slash of some variety. Of anything hiding over here. Oh, what is this? More bloodstains? So are bloodstains where people have died? Other players have died? I think so. I think that's how that works. But again, I know basically nothing. So this bridge totally does not collapse when we get over here, right? Surely not. So let's just jump on it. Because what could possibly go wrong if we jump on this totally unstable bridge? Okay, so lots of messages around here. I mean, yes, we can just, like, go straight down the place where it's totally trying to direct us, but what if we uncover something amazing by being a little more thorough? What if that happens? Then we would be, obviously, gamer gods at that point, so clearly we're going to do that. Over here. More bloodstains and stuffs. We jump up there. Well, we can jump down there. Off to a great start. I mean, I was curious to see if we could get up there, to see if there was like a grab mechanic to scale higher elevations. But, well, you know, we're just testing things out here. We're just testing things out here. Getting off to a great start. Yeah, anticipation, sure. Anticipation this, anticipation that. We're totally gonna roll off the edge doing this as well. Okay, let's proceed. Is it actually faster to roll like this than it is to walk? Do we have a sprint button? Not sure that we do. Still don't know what that does. So this looks like a boss fight. Perhaps? I'm very suspicious. Does this not look like a boss arena? This is totally a boss arena, isn't it? Why is it always something incredible? Well, we shall see. Hello. Whatever the heck this thing is. Grafted Scion. Okay. Hey, Grafted Scion. Ow. So if I could figure out what our block button is, that would be greatly appreciated, because we are about to die. We are dead. There's definitely a block button, and that is a button that I would like to learn. But as I said, I think that death is very much a mechanic that is built into the game. A magic unicorn?
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Oh, so we're breaking the rules. Okay, we have gained the Flask of Crimson Tears, apparently. And the Flask of Cerulean Tears. Alright, so as I said, I think that death is very much a built-in mechanic to this game, so we're just gonna, you know, experience that mechanic fairly early, I suppose. Is this someone we can chat with? Maybe, maybe not. Take the plunge? Excuse me? There definitely is stuff down there, for what it's worth. That much is true, but maybe we check out this tree first? What's the deal here? Let's chop it down, because clearly, deforestation is the answer to all of our problems. Behold! A glowing tree! But alas, It is no more. Okay, I mean, we got to try hopping down that place, right? We will take the leap of faith. So, in the original Dark Souls, I believe there was, like, a ton of fall damage. This is gonna hurt a lot, isn't it? This did not hurt us at all? What the heck? How are we alive right now? How did we not die from that? But also, clearly we believed, and that is why we lived. So, sure, let us proceed. Can we take the skulls? We cannot take the skulls. This is very disappointing. I would have liked to have taken the skulls, please. Now we know what that button does. Okay, I'm pretty sure we just wasted one of our very valuable consumables. Sites of Grace. Resting at a site of grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you defeated will be revived. You can find sites of grace by going where light converges. Okay. Not entirely sure where light converges means, but, like, fireplaces? These explanations are acquired in the form of info items and can be accessed from the inventory at any time. Okay. Sure. So I think these are kind of like the respawn points from other Soulsborne games. So a checkpoint of sorts. Oh, could it be the target, perhaps? Now you're actually telling us the controls. Okay, this is helpful. See, this is helpful. So, like, for example, we can just kill this guy, which is pretty cool, I guess. We got something in the bottom right corner. I assume this is some kind of currency. So, sure. Thank you very much. Hello, good sir. This, I did not have the range on that ability that I thought I had. Oh, we can one-shot them. So that's pretty cool. At least one-shot them with our dual-wielding attack. Oh, we can destroy stuff with our roll as well? Okay. Oh, you're telling us about strong attacks now. I should be paying closer attention, I suppose. At what you're actually prompting me to do. But first I must destroy absolutely everything. Guarding. Now, this is the ability that I wish we knew about when we were starting that first mini-boss fight. Use an ornament in your left hand or both hands to guard attack or against incoming attacks. Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Guarding consumes stamina. If your stamina runs out, your stance will be broken. LB. Really? LB to guard? I'm pretty sure I was trying that before, but... Or we could just chop them in half. Do I not know what LB is? Apparently I don't know what LB is. Like that should be block, but it's also attack, which confuses me. Dodging, okay, well this we kind of understand, I dare to say. So we're gonna ignore that for now and instead try to do... I don't want to kill you, I actually want to try to block. So the thing is, like, blocking is going to be pretty important, I imagine. Dodging as well, for sure. But blocking will probably be the difference between life and death on many occasions. So this does concern me a bit. But, you know, we'll be fine. We'll totally be fine. What could possibly go wrong? We totally know how to jump. Ah, and we can dash. Past people who are apparently trying to throw stuff at us. But we can also acquire materials. In every corner of the lands between, you'll find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials can be used for item crafting. Okay. Hope that I keep on accidentally pressing this button. Using our flasks that we probably should not be using. We got some fruits. But this guy looks like he is significantly stronger than the enemies we fought before. Hello. Wielding armaments. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, not simultaneously, allowing you to toggle between them. Armaments can be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields, and boosting effective strength by 50%. Okay, so we can switch our weapons, or choose to wield with 2 hands. Okay, so now we have a shield. Ah, we couldn't block before because we didn't have a shield. I see. Or at least the button that I thought was going to be a shield button was instead an attack button because we didn't have a shield. So, hey man. How goes it? just gonna do this little song and dance, I suppose. Also, can we just, like, have this go away, please and thank you? He just isn't gonna attack us unless we attack him, it seems. We're just experimenting a bit here. He really does not want to attack us, does he? Oh, and I proceeded to miss our opportunity to actually attack. Okay, he is dead now, I do believe. So that works. Alrighty then. We're learning. We're starting to learn. So one of the reasons why I did choose this character was I was intrigued by the option of dual wielding, but it does seem as though perhaps it is locked into a target, change targets. I see. Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, it does seem as though having a shield is pretty fundamentally important, at least certainly early on. I have mistimed this. Slash, accidentally tried to do this dramatic attack rather than just a simple, or dramatic block rather than the simple block. Gotta learn the fundamentals, man. Like breaking stuff. Excuse me, sir. Please stop trying to shoot us with arrows. That is illegal in 37 of the 38 territories. Can we just, like, walk with this? We can. Hey, dude, man. Yeah, try that again, bro. Oh, he did get smart. In his defense, he did get smart. You also someone who's going to shoot at us? I don't think so. I keep on accidentally doing this. Skills. Armaments have special abilities called skills. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. Using skills consumes FP. I've thought I've been doing this, but... Huh? Did I not? That is the button that you were telling me to use, so apparently this is our skill. It is also, like, doing basically nothing, and we are basically dead right now, so let's not do that, and maybe I will deliberately do this, because it might heal us, I think. Or we're out of it. Okay, you know, we're learning. We're learning very, very slowly, but we're learning, or at least attempting to. Okay, crouching. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you, especially effective in tall grasses. Attacking an enemy that hasn't noticed you will cause more damage than usual. Okay. And crouch like so. Sneaking. Sneaking. Our sneak ability is off the charts. Oh, you are very not dead. I was really thinking that was going to kill you. And then it didn't. Sneak. Near back-turned enemy, we critical hit if we use the left, or rather the right bumper. Like that. Okay. That's what I was kind of hoping we would do. Sure thing. Ooh. What is in this direction? Doesn't look like we can actually get through there. We sneak past you as well? Probably not. Stance breaking. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks are particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Hold RT for a strong attack, or while jumping. That is something that we've started to do a bit. Like that? Okay, out of curiosity. Or that's our strong jump attack. That's pretty cool. Okay. Looking good in the neighborhood. Stakes of Marika. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there's a stake of Marika near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. Okay. Should I read into this? God? Question mark? Do we just automatically get here? Do we have to, like, activate it or anything? Actually, I now realize there's kind of a dramatic animation there where it's like, I would like to drink this. It's empty. Gross. Me upset. Okay. But, I assume we have arrived here in full. This looks a lot like an arena for a boss fight. And we have, like, basically no HP. So yeah, we'll traverse the mist. What could possibly happen that could go wrong? we have a spot where we can respawn. Soldier of Godric, who is definitely going to absolutely murder us. Hello, good sir. Guard counters. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy's stance. Right trigger immediately after blocking an attack for a guard counter. Okay, we are going to fail miserably at trying this, but I'm going to try this. But apparently we've tried this, and possibly succeeded. And killed him? Right off the bat? What? We didn't fail miserably? What? But that's my job. Okay. Cool. I mean, I hesitate to say that that was supposed to be a boss fight. Had the dramatic life bar show over the bottom, but yet we basically two-shotted him. We did pull off one of those big counters, so I guess that's why, but still. What do we have here, then? What is this? Oh, glowy. That dude over there, I guess? Oh, and we have this. We can pillage remains for strength. Sure? Okay, I'm not sure if I should ask questions about how we are getting strength from that. There are a lot of ways down here, or at least ways to go down a lot further. Let's try to go one step at a time here first, though. More messages. Is this the same person that we saw previously? It is. Okay. So they said plunge down here. We plunged all the way, I think. But now that we've tried going in that direction, what if we instead try to either go this way or back that way? There is something glowy over there, which is intriguing, but there is a big dramatic door over here. So take your pick. I think I'll go this way. Very dramatic door openings is a requirement, it seems. What do we have here? Looks like a prison of some sort, almost. Oh, is this another one of those places where we can touch the grace? Okay, sure. We should get HP back, I think. And enemies respawning. Because our current HP still looks basically empty. Use Stone Sword Key. So, yes or no? I think? I have no idea what that does. Village remains here. Cooperative Multiplayer. Use Tarnished Furl's Finger to write a gold summon sign. Cooperative Multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally, Furled Finger, and your objective is to defeat the area boss. The compass at the top of the screen indicates the direction of the summoner, Host of Fingers. Okay, so that is a way in which multiplayer works in this game. So yes, multiplayer is a thing. Don't know to what extent we can get loot from destroying these containers. I've kind of just been doing it out of pure RPG instinct. This looks dramatic. Oh, because it is an elevator, it seems. I was gonna say. Surely that does something. We may have activated the elevator without being on the elevator. I think we activated the elevator without standing on the elevator. Mistakes may or may not have been made. Hidden path ahead. They say. They say. Is it true, though? Is it true, though? Or are they just memeing? Are they just making that stuff up? Yeah, so, like, the thing is we may not be able to go up here after activating the elevator when we were not standing on it. Presumably, on a later occasion, we could come back here to get up that, but maybe not this time. That guy did, in fact, startle me for a second there. Unless we hit this lever. Then we can probably undo this and actually go up. Maybe? Yes. Okay. So let's see what this thing is all about. Huzzah. 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 There we are. Oh. Oh, there is a spot over there we might be able to drop down in. But we go all the way up. It'll lead us here. Looks similar to where we were before. It's just these messages, the way that they glow does at times seem very similar to the way that loot looks. Which of course would mean that we'd have to take it. It was loot. Okay. What could possibly be out here? Oh, we're lifting this to... Whoa! Limgrave. Now that's a tree. Okay. Think we've found the great outdoors. That looks like an enemy over there, but also we have another place where we can touch Grace. And who is that? Guidance of Grace. Grace exists to guide the Tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of Grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. Okay, so it's kind of like, you know, if you are following these sites of Grace, it's kind of an indication of, hey, you're going the right way. Then we have a map. Use your map to check your current position, as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. You can update your map with new information by finding map fragments and at steals along the road. You can also use the map to freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. Okay. Here's the map. With the map menu, you can check your current position and terrain and buildings in the surrounding area. You can also freely place beacons of light. Lastly, through your map, you can select any site of Grace that you've discovered and travel there instantaneously. Oh, that's convenient. However, there are some dungeons in other areas where this cannot be done. Gotcha. So we have the Cave of Knowledge and the Stranded Graveyard, which are the two places where we've been. Stranded Graveyard is apparently the cave that we were just in previously, and this goldish yellow brick road is perhaps the main path that we theoretically might want to follow, but also, who the heck is this, is what I want to know.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
What does that mean?
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold.
This guy's just rubbing it in that we're single?
It seems to die in obscurity.
Rude. Alrighty then. So, we can follow that main pathway, which I assume is leading us in that general direction. But we can also venture off the path a little bit here and see what else we can come across. Which I am curious to do. Like, are these... I mean, I imagine most people we're coming across here are going to be enemies of some variety. Oh no, those are eagles! Not sure if I should have tried to hit the eagles, or if the eagles come in peace. More of these dramatic trees. Assume we can pick up these berries? Nice. Still don't know what we're going to use those berries for specifically, but like, we try to do this? Yes, it does work. And yes, we can pillage the corpse. I mean, I feel kind of terrible about this, because I don't really know if I was supposed to attack this eagle or not. I might be a terrible person. A little tumbleweed as well. We can kick the tumbleweed! Oh, we should play soccer! That would be sweet. What is this? A marsupial of sorts? It's quick. It's pretty quick. Except we got it. Can we loot everything, or are we just a ruthless murderer? We might just be a ruthless murderer? We might just be a ruthless murderer. Thin beast bones. I mean, it's something. It is something. Maybe we're not just murdering all of the local wildlife for no good reason. I mean, we probably still are, but... Okay. Well, let's proceed. Looks like little bits and pieces of things that we can hunt down, but nothing major over here unless we perhaps attack more of these guys. Oh. Bird! Indeed. Are those more? No, those don't look like birds. Those look like things other than birds. Did we not kill the squirrely creature over here somewhere? Where I thought we were going to get loot from? There it is. There it is. See? Our hunt was not in vain. So yeah, those are definitely more eagles, whereas those do not look so friendly. Now that the eagles were friendly or unfriendly, we kind of never stopped to ask them questions. But, you know, maybe we proceed along the main path now. What is this? Skull that we have now destroyed. Beautiful. Or at least it was until we destroyed it. That's gotta be an enemy. I still think that the top left corner, what I thought was our life bar that looks like it does not have any red in it at all, I'm pretty sure it is our life bar. And so I'm pretty sure it is basically empty. For that reason, I'm a little bit reluctant to run straight into attacking major enemies. But, you know, we are, of course, going to need to do it at some point. But I kind of thought we were going to get our life back when we got to those places that replaced the bonfires. I have whiffed. We are the world's worst hunter, confirmed. We are the world's worst hunter, confirmed. This is unkillable. Did you see that? Excuse me? What on earth? I will not take this. I will not take this attitude, this slander from the likes of you. I will not. I will not stand for it. Oh, what do we have here? A Rune Fragments. I don't really know what that is yet, but it's something that we might not have acquired had we not been a little more thorough with our exploration. Yeah, we have this area down here as well. Lots of spots we can check out. And so since, I mean, I didn't even realize this was technically the case, but apparently the original Dark Souls and Bloodborne game was not an open world. So there's more areas for us to explore here. I'm curious to see what is in all this new territory. Oh, well, I've whiffed. That looks intriguing. That island over there. I'm sure if we were to go there, like, can we swim? Can we swim? Probably uses stamina or something, right? Probably, like, full of extremely big and powerful creatures that are going to annihilate us as soon as we head over there. I'm kind of curious what this is all about. It is beautiful indeed. With a blood stain, does that not mean that this person died when they were looking at that? Perhaps. Let's carry on. Can we go inside this thing? Or climb on top of it? So we can't really, like, grab onto stuff to vault over things. Which is sort of what we were testing before, when we may have fallen to our death on a previous occasion. But let's carry on. Definitely lots of those berries. But is that all there is to be gained from looking around here? We saw there's some other loot. Oh, what is this? An herb leaf flower. Okay, so different types of herbs. Not just the one. That's definitely good to see. This looks kind of dramatic. If we had a ranged weapon, which I don't think we do, we could perhaps have a better way of taking these guys out from afar. What is the deal with... Oh. Well, that looks sinister. Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Okay. take your word for it. Oh, this looks interesting down here. What is this? There's actually a spot where we can go light the fire. Oh, and materials here? Oh, that I suppose. It has the light glowing. Okay. Church of Elle. We can touch Grace. So I thought this restored our HP, but apparently not. Fast travel to Sites of Grace. Through your map, you can instantly travel to any Sites of Grace you've discovered. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where you can't do this. Yeah, we've heard that part. Oh, we can rest. That's a separate thing. Rest at Site of Grace. I see. I was kind of curious what Santa Claus with a fishing pole over here is doing.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat.
Yes.
Then why not purchase a little something?
Oh.
I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
Okay. Sure, we'll see what you have. With the shop menu, you can spend runes to purchase various items. Runes, I assume, are the currency-like things that we've gotten when we've fought enemies. You can also sell items for runes. Each merchant stocks a different variety of items for purchase. Sounds simple enough. Okay. So, throwing daggers for range damage. Telescope allows us to see faraway things. Cracked pot, container required for crafting cracked pot items. Okay. Crafting kit enables the practice of item crafting. Sounds useful, but it also seems like the kind of thing that we would just happen across of our own accord. Expands crafting repertoire. Expands crafting repertoire, lots of that type of stuff. Torches, large leather shield, equipment that we can't afford. And perhaps places where we can learn about other locations of note. Interesting. Oh, we can break them down into subcategories. Gotcha. Alright. Out of curiosity, can we sell things that we picked up here? We can sell that rune fragment for 10. I'm assuming that's probably not worth doing. And then we can ask about his stuffs.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Alright. What is this recommendation?
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
Fair enough. Alright, so maybe in that case we do purchase the crafting kit in question. We can afford it, so let's do it. Nice. And we'll leave.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
Okay. So item crafting. If you have a crafting kit, you can make various items from materials that you find. Select item crafting from the main menu to make items. You can learn to craft more items by finding cookbooks. Okay. And this guy was selling some cookbooks if we were able to afford them, or if we were interested in doing so. You will need cracked pots or other containers to craft certain items. You will not be able to make more of those items than you have containers. Container items will run out with use, but the containers themselves will remain. Okay. What is this? Strengthening armaments. At a smithing table, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. Somewhere in the lands between, you may meet a blacksmith who can make your armaments even stronger. Okay. We have a smithing stone that we pick up here. Presumably necessary to use this smithing table. And I imagine we don't have the stuffs to improve our armaments yet, or they're so basic at this point we don't really want to. With the smithing menu, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. You can strengthen your armaments up to +3 at the smithing table. Somewhere in the lands between, you may meet a blacksmith who can make your armaments even stronger. Sure. So yeah, we did just spend a lot of monies. We have 352 remaining, so we could still afford them in that sense, but we can see what the upgrades do. Give us a little more physical damage, or... that actually... physical damage on our shield? I guess we can hit with our shield, but I don't really think we're looking to do that right now, because I imagine that our current equipment is just bad and not really worth investing in. We'd rather get better stuff and invest in that better stuff instead. But what do I know? Basically nothing. Oh, I thought that was like a big bad enemy for a second. I mean, it is. It totally is. If you think about it, right? Excuse me, sir? Excuse me, sir. So there's definitely bigger enemies over there. Oh, also, we did not heal ourselves, but we should probably do that. There's also this. Golden Rune. That sounds useful. So yeah, let's actually heal here. Okay. So... it's late day. We can pass time, flasks, memorize spells, sort chest, leave. Do we need to pass time to heal? Is that the way that works? Let's check first. If we just walk away, are we healed at all? Or not? Oh, well, we can waste flasks. That definitely still works. I mean, what better way to see if we're healed than to pick fights with things that might kill us? Sneaky. Also, acquiring materials, but mostly sneaky. They will never see us in the tall grass. Oh, well, that was great timing. Except not really. Faye is dead. They have friends? I don't think they had friends. They did have friends. Confirmed they did have friends. That was bad timing. Okay, we did heal. We did heal. Confirmed. Go for it. I dare you. Okay. Starting to kind of, sort of, get a better feel for it. Any more friends? Some dude over there. Definitely some loot as well. What do we have here? Rune Fragments. Can we hop up this? We can. For more rune... Fragments? I'm not sure what that is, but it doesn't sound good. It sounds like some kind of dragon-like enemy that is going to chase after us and surely annihilate us. So I think we pass on that for the time being and instead potentially pick a fight with this dude. We totally could have snuck up on. I was initially not 100% sure if this was an NPC who was not going to fight us or if it was an enemy who was actually going to fight us. Kukri. Are they throwing weapons? Potentially? Yeah, there's this dude as well. Trying to sneak up on the previous watch person that we saw. They kind of turn around at the inopportune time. Let's try to actually... what is that next to this dude as well? It's like a boar? Ooh, bad timing. I also just whiffed. But you're dead, so it doesn't really matter. But also, what was this thing? And where did it go? Is this root resin? Okay, sure, we'll nab it. So yeah, more materials that we're getting. So it is a good sign, I think, that it's not just like you're getting the same thing over and over again. Because that would feel like not all that significant. Please come back here. And this thing can probably attack us. If it wanted to, but it didn't. Lump of flesh is just a fantastic way of phrasing it. What was that sound? Definitely more enemy goes over there. What are these? These glowing skulls? I'm pretty sure those are glowing skulls that we can destroy to get golden runes. I mean, sure. They're just skulls with, like, golden glowy eyes that are actually kind of worth something to pick up. I don't see the problem with this. Oh, what is this? Statue? Okay, well, let's proceed. There are definitely a fair number of enemies over here. And this guy does not want us to sneak up on him. Unless we activate Sneak Mode 2000. He has not seen us. He has seen us. Confirmed. He has seen us. He is dead. Because we had a sweet counter. We cannot be stopped. Confirmed. Can we destroy, like, all these things for loots? Also, if the people over here did not know we were here, they do now. It does seem as though most of the stuff that we've been trying to destroy, like the random crates and barrels, do not have any loot in them. Only stuff that is pretty clearly glowing has loot in it. Feetfront ruins, okay. What's this? Mushroom! Now, do enemies just respawn over time? That I'm also not sure about. If so, how exactly does that work? Is it time-based? Is it... We know they respawn in many cases if we use our respawn stuffs. Oh. Oh. These guys were actually a lot closer to me than I realized. I mean, we're totally going to try to attack from above. Guys over there. Love to isolate them. Like, I don't know if they're going to look this high up. They may or may not look this high up. That guy is staring straight at us and didn't seem to notice us. If you want to come closer, I want you to get in range for us to do a jumping attack on you. Coming around this way? That dude's leaving. This dude is coming around this way, so yeah, we're totally going to do it. No! Get closer. Jump up. Oh, hello! Wolf dude. And this dude. That was not good timing. You are also not dead. We are dead. I totally thought you were dead already. I was pretty sure his life bar was empty. It was not. Okay, last site of grace visited, I think, was somewhat close by. So there we have what feels like our first real death. Coming largely from just getting ambushed a bit. So upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. You will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. If you die again before reclaiming those runes, they'll be lost forever. The compass at the top of the screen indicates the direction of the lost runes. Okay, so that is similar to, what, the souls, right? From previous Dark Souls games, which basically functioned as your currency. So, that's our currency that we lost, but all of our items, I think we hold on to, and this indicator right here that we are currently pointing toward in the top area, that I think is the indicator that, oh, that was not what I meant to do. That's what, exactly the opposite of what I just did is what I meant to do. How did you not know that we just, wow, well, that's sad. Hey, man, how goes it? So yeah, I think it probably makes sense to hit people one more time when you think they're dead, just to be sure that they're actually dead, because that is eventually how we ended up dying in that encounter. Thought the dude was dead. He was not. Then he hit us, and we were the ones who were dead. Hello. We're practicing our sneaking skills. Like that. That's what we're going for, of course. So I imagine we didn't have, in the grand scheme of things, all that many souls when we died, or... What is the technical terminology? It's not souls. You know what I mean. So what I mean to say is that it's probably not the biggest deal in the world if we do or do not make a point of heading straight back over to where we were. We'll probably do without. We missed. But we should probably head in that general direction, right? I'm pretty sure that's where a lot of the main quest stuff is going to be. You seen one of these before? No, we've not. It's an herba. More eagles. Is that a wolf? I think that's a wolf, and something very shiny behind it. Oh, well, hello. That's not a wolf. What the heck is this? Mushroom, and then it goes away? Okay, so I don't know what that was all about. Hello. This guy has seen us. I think. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he definitely has. I've missed. Oh, that was maybe the wrong time to do a heavy attack, but he is dead. Friends elsewhere, nearby, who have been lured to this situation. Perhaps not. I mean, we have the same general enemies that we encountered last time on our way over here, so let's head back to where we were. Could be pretty close here. Yep. People in the same spot. This guy we were able to sneak up on if we went around sneaking behind him. Actually, were we successful with that sneak attempt? Kind of, sort of, right? But I don't think we were able to one-shot him. Oh, yeah, he's noticed us. Oh, I got greedy trying to time the block. Thought I needed to do it more last second than I actually needed to. Hello. Yeah, just you know, swing your weapon a few extra times just to be absolutely certain that he's truly dead. And I think we died in a very close spot. Yeah, right here. So there was a wolf that snuck up on us, and then the other guys attacked us as well. So that's where we dropped all of our stuff. They're probably the very dudes that attacked us. Or a combination of the dudes that attacked us. This guy totally sees us. Okay, now he's dead. There is the wolf. That's dead. I get the feeling we might not want to be here right now. Or at least we might not want to be fighting as many people as we are currently fighting simultaneously. Oh, hello. Oh, it still hit us at the end of that attack. I'm surprised. Okay, the wolves go down pretty quickly, it seems. I do like the fast attacks. It does seem like most of the time, if you spam the fast attack, they will not react quickly enough to stop you. I have noticed this. That may be because of the type of weapon that we're using. That may not be a coincidence. Oh, there are still more of these guys. Why, hello, good sir. Why, goodbye, good sir. Ooh, gauntlets and bolts. So they will occasionally drop more meaningful loots. That looks like an entrance to a dungeon of some significance, perhaps. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, hello to you, more significant enemy who is totally going to annihilate us. I just wanted to go down here. That guy looks pretty special. He's got the cool feathers coming out from the top of his hat, his helmet, so that definitely means he's important. Alright, so we're getting a better sense as to what those basic enemies are all about. That's the first time I think we've encountered that specific type of enemy, or sub-enemy. So we're continuing to learn. Let's try to get a little more aggressive now. Once again, of course, we have our loot. in that spot where we just were. So we'll try to head in that general direction. But I am curious if we just generally play a little more aggressively, how we fare. This is what I mean. Spam light attack and they just cannot seem to recover in time to do anything about it. We heard sound effects when we went up here before, the likes of which suggested there was a relatively large enemy over there. There's also this guy. Oh, bad time to sneak in a heavy attack. More of the soldier gauntlets. So yeah, we did not stick around last time, as we suspected it was dangerous. Suspected that it was very dangerous. But let's try this time. We'll see what it's all about. It sounded like there's some kind of dragon-like enemy. Is there some kind of dragon-like enemy? Eh? Perhaps not? Perhaps not. Perhaps it was all a false alarm. Again, not much in the way of fall damage. What if we go... Is this the same area we were in before? Oh, it is. Okay, we're just approaching from an ever so slightly different angle. So, of course, there was the big, fancy helmet dude, who ultimately was the one that took us down last time. Oh, there's another one of those skulls that we can kick, but preferably destroy, and then loot. Oh, hey dude. What's up, bro? I mean, if you insist. If we must tussle, then we must tussle, I suppose. Okay, yeah, I'm getting greedier than I absolutely need to be. Because I think it's block, and then you can probably follow up with a heavy attack after that. But I'm doing block, light attack, then like, oh wait, I should sneak in a heavy attack after that. And then at that point, I do not have that large window of time. So that's the dramatically plumed soldier that we died to last time. As I said, I think we're still early enough in the game that I imagine we don't have enough monies for it to be all that significant if we lose all of our monies. So I am kind of curious to try to test this guy here. He does pursue us somewhat aggressively. So he has like this multi-pokey attack. I'm gonna try to block. Oh, yep. So you gotta block all those. Okay, you gotta block all those. Or maybe blocking is just not the answer. Maybe it's just you roll. It's probably roll out of the way, right? So I think what happens is you can block the first, maybe the second, but then because it takes stamina to block that stuff, eventually you run out of stamina, and by the third or fourth poke or whatever it was, he does actually start dealing damage to you, and in doing so, that means that, well, you're probably going to die. So instead, since he gets locked into a big animation, it seems like the answer is, whoa, what the heck is this guy? I think we saw from a distance before. This is totally not going to end well, but we are totally going to fight you anyway. Like, you're mounted, and we are not. Oh, Tree Sentinel, you are a boss? You are a boss. I mean, I realized you were big, yes, but I did not realize you were technically a boss. Mistakes were made. Ooh, that still nailed us. Ooh, that was supposed to be dodged. That was supposed to be dodged. Okay, so we dealt the tiniest bit of damage, but I did not realize you were a boss, so that's, yeah, you're kind of big. You're actually kind of big, as it turns out. So, that's interesting. There's actually a boss very close to this spot right here. So we could, we could come back here on a later occasion to try to focus down that boss. There it is, right there. So I don't think now is the best time to be engaging with it. There's the spot where we died last time, so we can loot our stuffs if we would like. But I'd imagine there's, like, basically nothing. Like, is there anything here at all? Go from 0 to 0. Yeah. We basically just died right away. Okay. So there's that. I am curious to either go further in that other direction and just ignore those other people that we were fighting before and see what else is over there, or just going in an entirely different direction. There are these, like, bat/dragon-esque enemies that I am intrigued by. So let's pick a fight. Some of these dudes. There are numerous of them. Oh, they're totally vampires. They are totally vampires of some variety. They're totally vampires of some variety. I was blocking. Thank you, dude. Blocked that. I can tell you that. I should have followed up immediately with an attack, but... Vanquishing enemy groups. Vanquishing an enemy group will replenish your flasks. Oh, okay. The number and type of flask will be replenished varies depending on the enemy group. You cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum amount allows. Makes sense? Okay. Golden runes. Is there anything up here? Kind of a strange angle to be walking on. All these dead people over here, are they from fighting vampires? Or ones that are close by, I'd imagine might be from just hopping down this thing, which is probably not the best idea. So there's some stuff over there that we could check out. We haven't really been there yet. That was not the best attack. This is still in the... Oh, yeah, that's again the, like, roly red ball that we looted before, which was odd, but gave us mushrooms. So this is the same general direction we were going in before. We destroyed these skulls for stuff as well. Is that also a skull? It is also a skull. The range at which we destroy stuff is a little bit odd to me. You don't want to be right next to it, apparently, but you also can't be this far away, so, like, maybe we're just gonna kick this skull around for the rest of eternity instead? There we go. Now we're back in business. So there's some kind of path over there. That's the spot that we've been hanging out in a whole lot. But I am curious. Whoa, to fall down here, we are totally dead. Well, oops. That's what we get for not minding our step. Still learning. Still learning. You're still over there. I think we probably want to get stronger before we actually try to take you on for reals. Like, is it possible that we take you out? Yes. Would we have to be absolutely perfect? Probably. Are we absolutely perfect right now? Probably not. I'm pretty sure we checked this out. So let's go in like an entirely different direction now. I think we've been in this building itself, but not actually down here. This might have been the island we were looking at before. We were saying, could we swim? Looks like we go down this way. Whoa! That looks like a boss. What the heck is that? I mean, he's surely gonna annihilate us, but we should totally try to fight him, right? Hey, dude! How goes it? Hello! Not seeing a boss life bar, maybe just because we haven't attacked him yet, but... Still not seeing the life bar. Or, it's at least not a boss life bar. Ow. Definitely should have... Oh. So, what I've heard... Ooh, folklore about Dark Souls is that you generally, when it comes to big, bad enemies, you want to feed by their butt. Because that is, generally the place where they're not going to hit you. But we did die. I am surprised that guy didn't have a boss like bar show up. I mean, technically, I guess he's not a boss. He's just a big enemy. We actually did a decent amount of damage to him, so I'm curious to see if we could take that out with a little bit more of a plan, a little bit more precise strategy / execution. Because that guy looks cool. That guy looks kind of fun and feels more manageable than the actual horse boss that we were looking at before. So that guy was down here. Let's see if we can beat him. So I think all of the herbs and what have you that we're picking up, that we are saving those, but we can probably check. With the inventory menu, you can browse your items you're carrying, drop them on the ground, or throw them away. You can also use tools. Okay. So, runes, we have some of those, but like Rune Fragments, all the bones that we've been finding, are those saving? Because I feel like that would be the most obvious thing. Not sure that they are. No, but we have the various gauntlets as well, so I think they are. I think they are. Okay, so here's our dude. I'm curious to see if we can take him out. So he does have some close range attacks that he was hitting us with even when we were standing right on top of him. So that's one downside to trying to be right on top of him, because he can occasionally do that, it seems. Just never stop rolling. Except he just stomped the heck out of us twice in a row. Okay, so we're learning. Mistakes were made. I mean, I still don't necessarily know how to. Oh, avoid that. I mean, I saw he was jumping. And I tried to roll out of the way. I thought I was much further away than he would have hit us from, but perhaps not. So better range than I anticipated. I thought we did the right thing. We're learning. Yeah, so I don't know about the materials. That I'm not as sure about if we're keeping those when we die. The actual items we are. The crafting materials I'm not 100% sure about. What was that? Mushrooms. Is it the same direction? This might be a different direction. I think it is. Sure, we'll check it out. Yeah, this is the other side, I think. Ooh, more of the vampire dudes. Okay. They didn't seem too bad. At least when we fought them one-on-one. Well, I mean, it was not actually one-on-one, but you know what I mean. Okay, more golden runes, that's cool. Those, I'm pretty sure, theoretically are valuable to us. Hello, my dude. Oh, I was about to jump and attack you with the all dramatic-y attack, and then you did something that stopped me from doing that, as it turns out. Right, was blocking. What? I anticipated and deliberately pressed the block button. And once again, I tried to do a dramatic heavy attack, and things did not go well with the whole jump and then attack thing, and mistakes are being made. Mistakes are being made. You're dead. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Oh, oh no, that's the dead one. I was like, another one has arrived. No? Can you please actually be attackable? Are you kidding me? That one didn't feel good. That one didn't feel good. About 4 times I tried to jump in the air and do a heavy attack, and every single time we not only missed, but, or well, we like mid-animation, they hit us and like did a repeat attack against us. So that was less than ideal. So we're dying a lot, but that's the idea, right? We're supposed to do that, aren't we? That's what we're supposed to do. That's what I wanted to do to those guys. Because, yeah, I mean, at this point, well, I guess we can see if we can throw on those gloves that we picked up, which may be useful to us. Okay, we are keeping, I think, our various herbs. Yeah. Cool. Also, it's theoretically possible that this horse riding boss might engage with us here, because we are not exactly off the beaten path. Yeah, it is. It is, in fact. It is, in fact, trying to fight us right now. Alright, you know, sure, we'll go for it. It is going to annihilate us, because we did not even come close the first time we fought this guy. Ooh, okay, you have multiple attacks that you chain together there. Noted. The other thing we've not done much of is heal, which is definitely something that we should make more of a point of doing. Ooh. Not that it's gonna matter there. He's already dead. Just stop, dude. Okay. So no, I don't think we're gonna focus on that guy. I think we've determined that guy, we'd like to be a little bit stronger before we try to do that. So let's head back down here. This is either the giant-like enemy, or this is the place with the vampires. I think this is the giant-like enemy. It felt like we had a better chance of taking out. Oh, also, wait, what? Oh, there we go, okay. Just the way we were holding that made it look like we were two-handed sorting it, which was not the intention. Yeah, here's the giant. Not actually a boss, apparently. But we came kinda close, I think, to killing it on a previous occasion. Didn't actually see the life bar, which made it a little bit hard to say, definitively. Nope, 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 nobody, nope. Now he's stomping. But see, here's the thing. Like, I tried... That's, like, I saw that coming. And I rolled away as fast as possible, and yet we still got hit. So, like, that, I don't feel great about. It's like, what am I even supposed to do in that case? If doing the right thing means you still get punished, like, that time, obviously, we just took the hit and died, but... Like, that... Meh? Like what, you actually supposed to just turn around and run altogether? Or maybe, you know, rather than going like straight back, you're supposed to sidestep? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Take another look at what this guy has.
Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Obviously, we are basically broke now after having lost pretty much all of our stuffs. But how much do these things sell for? 10 apiece, pretty much, across the board. What I wanted to see was these. Yeah, 100 apiece? Okay, I mean, compare that to the amount of stuffs we're getting from actually killing enemies when we're actually fighting them and not dying immediately. And I think it's worth a lot more to actually just fight people. So it seemed like we were having more success going this way. Let's head back to the place where we're just fighting basic human enemies. Maybe we'll avoid the guy that has the fancy helmet, but other than that, these guys we were doing fine against, relatively speaking. Certainly compared to those other enemies. Like that's what, 64? Which is not bad. So it seems like we can just, like, nab these repeatedly. These rune fragments over here. Even if we die, we'll still keep them, which is kind of nice. Okay, so let's head back over in this direction. Another human who wants to kill us over here? Not yet. But there will be. But there will be. I assure you this. So the problem here becomes just when we get overrun by numerous enemies, but like this guy, not too much of a problem. Excuse me, sir. That was supposed to deal a lot of damage to you, and then it didn't. Which is not close enough for me to hit you like that, which is unfortunate. I don't like that. Hello. Oh, that's how this is too slow, and then he does the double jab. You are still not dead yet? I would like you to be dead right now. Okay. So yeah, some of the... It still takes some getting used to, but some of the animations are just a lot slower than I would expect, where it's like, I did press the button before the guy attacked to block it. Just the time in which it takes my character to actually do the blocking animation is too long to actually execute that block before we get hit. This is the place where they're gonna have some enemies with wolves and what have you. Probably about to hit us right now. See this guy. Oh, that's not good. He's blowing a horn, which I'm pretty sure means he's bringing all of his friends. I'm pretty sure is exactly what we were predicting would happen. This is the nasty enemy. This is the super nasty enemy. Also, here are all the enemies in the world right now. Here are all the enemies in the world. So you can see our green bars are stamina. And I'm sure they are still chasing us right now. At least some of them are. I mean, if we can, like, 1v1 this dude, that's cool. Oh, well, sure. We can make that work. Okay, this dude might have beef with us. He's still... Yeah, they're all still pursuing us, actually. Oh, look at this. Yes, please. This would be convenient to use that when we're trying to take these guys on. So let's see if we can thin the pack here a little bit by taking the guys out on the periphery. That was supposed to be a one-shot kill, and it was not. Okay, obviously it's a 2v1, which is probably less than ideal. But you do not have a shield, which does make you easier to engage. Oh, I sidestepped deliberately, thinking that would be more effective. It was not. You're dead? You are dead. You have some kind of caravan over here, which is interesting. So I'm not sure we can actually do anything. Can't destroy it or anything. Don't think we can get in it, can we? No? That's the big bad dude. That seems like an entrance to a major castle of some variety. So yeah, I think we probably have his attention now. Do we try to engage him? Because I mean, I am curious to find a way to beat him. So we were saying sidestep is the answer. Because he has... He has some very long attack animations. Gruesome attack animations if they do land. Ooh, yup. kind of like that. Oh, now he has friends. Of course, now he has friends. I just want to 1v1 you, bro. 1v1 me, bro. Ooh, okay, so I tried dodging on the same side as his weapon that time. Did not work as well as dodging to the side of his shield. So we're learning. Okay, and he does on the... If you roll to the side... Ooh, that was a big attack. If you roll to the side, then you can dodge one attack, or dodge 2 of his 3 attacks, but his 3rd attack will still hit. So that's good to know. So you do need to double dodge. Ooh, good follow-up. Good follow-up. Okay, we're getting better at this guy. We're starting to learn his attack patterns. And we do have a better spot to respawn here to practice this dude. And that is where it brought us? Okay, great. And conveniently, our runes are right there. So 500. We were saying we get about 100 from selling the relatively, or at least the most major of things that we've gotten thus far. So, comparatively speaking, it is more significant. It is the fancy helmet dude. I'm not really sure we can sneak up on him like this. I thought he'd already seen us. But maybe not? Oh, he's not dead. I don't think he's dead. He's not dead. And he does still have friends. But we did get rid of, like, half-ish of his HP. And we... Uh-oh. We cannot really dodge, or cannot really avoid their line of sight. When we run away like this, we can. It does mean that we are running blindly, which can probably cause some problems. But yeah, I would love to, like, 1v1 you, bro. And ideally not with your friend, who is extremely strong. Ow. You're still alive. Wow. This surprises me a lot. I would like to finish your friend. Okay, we whiffed like 3 times. But he is now dead. Now for you. I'm just giving you a hug right now. Don't mind us. Ooh, that's still hit. Wow. Such a huge swing. Every attack pattern is so long. It's like, you think he's done, then he has one more attack, then he has one more attack after that even. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. That is the opposite of what I meant. That was supposed to be attack. Okay. Helpful to see him, generally, I imagine. Ow. Camera angle not really helping us on that occasion, but I'm trying to roll behind him. Run right at him. Run straight at him, then side dodge. It's patience. Patience. Poke and prod. 1 hit here, 1 hit there. Dodge that. Assume that he is not done yet. That's not good. That's not good. He is low, but we are very low as well until we heal here. We are out of healing. Lovely. I mean, the best we've done against this guy without question. Still, most of our damage came from the time when we stabbed him in the back. Ooh, I was pressing the dodge. So that's another one where it's like, it's slower than you think it is. It's slower than you think it is. Still starting to get a little bit more of a hang of it, but yeah, we're getting better. We're very slowly. Very slowly, but we are getting better. Alright, also... Oh, there's our stuff. As it does feel doable. It does feel doable. Obviously, like, upgrading equipment and what have you would all presumably help, but... I mean, this is still a relatively early area. It's like one of the first areas, right? This is maybe not the right time to be trying to sneak up on this dude, but we're gonna try. As this dude is now calling all of the friends. So this is the same situation we found ourselves in previously. Tried to get in a couple of extra cheap shots on the fancy helmet dude. Okay, yeah, they're all here. They're all here. Some of them have decided to retreat now. What happens if we try to engage them on the other side of this wall like this? Does that work? They go around. Okay. It's curious to see. I didn't really aim that one very well, but sure, I'll take it. You missed, buddy. But we missed every single block. So it doesn't really matter. That was, again, of course, big helmet dude. We will, if nothing else, we will defeat this, like, slightly more than basic enemy, at least once. That is our goal. If nothing else. Small as that goal might be. Small as that goal might be. Of course, we've found that, generally speaking, this strategy leads to the entire area getting called to... Oh. Help. He definitely still sees us. Even if we can't see him. This is the guy with the wolf. You would think the wolf would have good enough senses to know that we are doing this. Ooh, hello. Hello, other friends. I don't know what I'm trying to do sneaking over here. They're obviously going to see us. They already have. Okay. Let's see. Shielded dude? Sure, go for it. We'll take out our anger on your friend instead, though, apparently. Oh, that was just a tag team. We did time the block correctly on the first guy, but the other guy didn't care. Ooh, and we were just... I did block. We were facing the wrong direction. Also a factor. You just have not taken much... Well, I mean, now you have taken damage, but... Okay. So, you know, I mean, it probably is still a better idea to whittle out the enemies like that, rather than barging straight in and trying to take on their most powerful enemy while everyone else is still alive. Probably not the best idea, but, you know, we were interested in trying to defeat that guy. But, I mean, even these little guys are good practice. It does make sense. This further guy certainly sees us. This guy, however, does not. Excuse me, sir. We are still in the middle of executing your friend. If you could please wait just a minute. That was generous, the timing on that. That's the weird thing. Oh, helmets. Do not yet have any new helmets. Is some things seem really generous with the timing, other things do not. Like, we did not do a last minute, ooh, that was supposed to be a sneak attack, and then I forgot to sneak. The counterattacks are pretty generous, giving you the extra damage. The blocking, less so, which is just odd. Ooh, oh, message. Never mind. Don't care as much about that. Also just a message? Also just a message. Oh, okay, there's another spot over here. It seems, based on all the lights circling around this. I mean, it's just on the other side of this encampment, so... kind of surprised it's so close. Hello, good sir. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. So if we're trying to actually, like, farm up resources and get experience and what have you, then this is definitely the way to do it. Not trying to take on the strongest enemy of the area while everyone else is still alive. Oh, this guy saw us. That's cool. That's fine. Draw you out here a bit. You have a fancy shield. This was not the best of timing. You're not dead yet. Now you are. Now you are. Something to do here, or is that just bloodstains? Okay. Ooh. Hello. More rune fragments. Still don't really know what those are for. Some kind of crafting, I think, right? This guy over here. Hello. Nice to meet you. Okay, so we have destroyed, killed many of the enemies around here now. There are definitely still more. But it's probably the most we've ever taken out in one round. You know there's the wolf dude over here. The wolf itself. I mean, I was referring to the guy who usually hangs out next to the wolf, not the actual wolf, but we can take out the actual wolf. There are definitely more enemies over here. This is the angle we were usually attacking from before, for the big helmet dude. He does still have at least one friend. I mean, maybe we try to take out all the other friends and finish with helmet dude? If we can. Also, there's this place that we were curious about that we actually have the opening to go through now, which previously was well enough guarded that we couldn't really make this happen, but I say we go for it. Oh, is this a trap, or is this legit? Adding skills. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at sites of grace. An armament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be removed. An armament's type determines what skill it can have. Some special armaments have unique skills and cannot be granted new ones. Okay, so it sounds like we got something really good here. Adding affinities. With a whetstone knife, which is, I assume, what we just picked up, you can use Ashes of War to grant affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. This way, you can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling, and more. An armament's type determines what affinities it can have. Some special armaments, like those with unique skills, cannot be granted new affinities. Yep, okay. Ashes of War, whetstone knife. Seems like that's all very good stuff. So definitely a good thing that we did make a point of poking down here. Sneak on our way out, though, just in case somebody's right on top of us. Helmet dude is close. want to get the other guy who's just chilling next to Helmet Dude. He does not want to leave Helmet Dude's side. It's kind of annoying. I guess they do split up a little bit there. Oh, and that's the guy with the horn as well. The guy who's hanging out in the middle with Helmet Dude. Oh, Helmet Dude has noticed us. Uh-oh. That was not the intention. That was not the intention. The intention, if anything, I mean, now we're going to pick a fight with both of them at this rate. The intention was to do this. And now let's move, because Helmet Dude's going to be right behind us. Probably? Yeah. Oh, Helmet Dude does have another friend. Okay, so is this the time... Oh, we are very low on HP. I was going to say, is this the time to engage with Helmet Dude? Finally take him out? Not when we're on low HP like that, it isn't. He has been our nemesis thus far. Still with another friend over here. This guy. Helmet Dude still chasing us? I'd like to confirm as to whether he's chasing us before we try to engage with that other guy. I don't see him. He might, at the moment, be off the hook. So I say we go for the other guy then. Then we try to take down Helmet Dude. Truly leave him for last. Where did the other guy go, though? Where is everybody? Where'd they go? One of those guys did drop an item. One of the guys that we fought and defeated. Light attacks for the win. Bolts on that guy. Ooh. Lots of stuff there. And a map here. So that's great. Helmet Dude is still hanging out here. Right there. I don't know if we feel so inclined as to try to take him out, or if we say, job is 95% done here, and that'll do. I think we might just carry on, because we've spent a lot of time here, so let's see what else there is. We've not really tried going in this direction yet. That was probably unnecessary. Also, likely because I was trying to sprint. So we check our map. New map has been found. We are currently here. Okay, so it's technically not in the direction of this main path, it doesn't seem. Oh, wait, hold on. Or are we this? Which one are we? I think that's us. Right, we're headed east, southeast. Does that look right? Yeah, we're headed southeast, and that's definitely us. Let's see what these guys are doing here. They don't give off friendly vibes right now. Can we hit these? Oh, use Birdseye Telescope. You can use the Birdseye Telescopes to find various areas to get a bird's eye view of the terrain in the direction that the telescope is facing. Okay. So do some scouting. Bird's eye view. Interesting. That's the area that we were in previously. Do we see enemies as well? Or is it purely just the landscape and nothing else? I mean, we can see the great big tree over there. Cool. Not sure how helpful it truly is if we can't see enemies, but speaking of enemies, these guys look much more undead. Can't tell if these guys see us when we're sneaking and we're kind of sort of behind this thing. They stopped. Eh? They definitely see us, right? Hey guys. What's up? That was not very well done on our part, but I mean, surely we can do that. And get Rune Fragments? Okay. What's your deal? And you guys just seem comparatively much easier to fight. Like, exponentially easier to fight. Like, are you even supposed to be bad guys? Kind of fight. Well done, apparently. These things were giving us loot before. If we catch them. Oh, more enemies. Not finish those guys off. You're not dead yet. Now you are. We missed that thing that was going to give us loot. Foot soldier cap. And we're getting some equipment, which is nice. That feels like that might be more of a permanent way to make improvements. That reminds me of the other boss enemy who was mounted that we encountered before. However, this one, is it just me? They look smaller. So maybe they're not a boss? But let's try. Let's engage. Ooh, okay. So that's a thing. Ooh, and they decapitated us. I did dodge, but in the wrong direction. As I started to dodge, they chopped off our head. Okay. Probably not the best place to die either, because, that was right in the middle of where that encounter takes place, so we're probably gonna have to engage again if we want to get our runes back. And we actually had a lot of them. By our standards, at least. Oh. Oh. Really? I mean, we'll just go to the opposite side of this place, but yeah, I'm not terribly keen on engaging much with these guys right now, given how we have a somewhat significant number of runes in that other area. We sprint. Probably attracts their attention more quickly and easily. I imagine. From a greater distance and all that stuff. Are they chasing after us? No? Nope, not quite. All these dramatic swords we didn't see before. I think that's the guy. Our spot is not far away here. Ish? No, it's further in this direction. Maybe it's not the same guy. Look out below. It's over here on that bridge, right? Now, we're actually a little further away from where we were previously than I'd realized. Not that far away, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that guy. That mounted dude. He's the dude that killed us. So yeah, the problem is the place where we dropped all of our stuffs is right in the middle of where that guy is patrolling. It's a little unfortunate. Try not to get his attention as we fight these guys over here. Let's finish you off real quick. Ow, 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 ow. And they look so small and harmless. Except they have really quick attacks. and I let them both hit us. Repeatedly. Ow. So the thing is, I've been spamming light attacks to try to go faster than all of our opponents. Oh, you have light. And then, Ash of War, Determination. Okay, yeah, we'll take that for sure. So this is the guy that killed us last time. There's our stuffs right in the middle. Love to nab that. Ideally, at least before engaging him. So that way, we can at least be sure that we get our stuff. And then maybe before we fight him, we see what this is. Probably gonna turn around and see us pretty soon, though. Smithing stone. Pretty sure that was a valuable crafting material that we saw previously. So, do we try fighting him now? Perhaps? I mean, he's totally gonna see us now, right? Even if we're all sneaky, he's facing right at us. Yeah, he sees us. He sees us. Okay, so dodging toward their attacking side worked that time. Not going to work this time, though. Very much like to have the chance to get this off. And ideally, dodge in time. Yeah, that is a long animation. And trying to sprint away from a horse is maybe not the best idea. So I still don't really know what the best answer is against this guy, and that's not it. Still really one of our first mounted enemies that we're going against. Still don't have a great sense as to how best to go after them. There is also this whole area over here, which we've not looked into at all, but that is probably worth pursuing. It does seem pretty significant. I would still like to get the... Come on, wasting those by pressing that button instead of the sprint button. Must be a game in which I have played in which that is the sprint button. It keeps on happening. But yeah, since we've lost a fair number of those ruins, it'd be nice to pick those up, and then obviously it's like kind of a ways away. Get back over here, but what we could do is at the very least reset ourselves over here, which, I mean, it's just on the other side of the camp for the sake of convenience. I'm sure a bazillion of those places, or of those resources. Is it just me, or is this more dramatic than usual? This is more dramatic than usual.
Greetings,
Hello.
traveler from beyond the fog.
How are you?
I am Melina.
Nice to meet you. I'm guessing we don't ask about her eye?
Offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
We've
They serve
heard a bit
the
about
two
finger
fingers,
stuff.
offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden,
Okay.
turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you
What's the
to
catch?
the foot of the Erd Tree.
Okay. I get the feeling that by choosing to accept this, we are siding with her rather than some other person that we may or may not already know. So, I guess a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, so we'll go for it. Oh, sorry, skip that.
Another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Oh? Of the Elden variety? No. Spectral Shield Whistle. Okay.
Use it to traverse great distances.
Oh?
It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent.
Sounds pretty sweet.
Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Okay. We can level up.
Turn your runes to strength. Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
Okay, so with the level up menu, you can spend runes.
Ambitions, the principles you would follow.
With the level up menu, you can spend runes to increase your attributes. With each attribute increase, your level rises by 1. As your level rises, so does the amount of runes required for your next attribute increase. So since we died and did not yet pick up our runes here, we probably don't have the runes to make this happen right now, I imagine. So I'm not... Yeah, runes needed 793. We would have enough if we had the runes that we dropped previously. So this is just not exactly the best time for this. Let's see. Other than that, I'm not sure what Ashes of War is. With the Ashes of War menu, you can use Ashes of War to grant skills and affinities to your armaments. Okay, an armament can only have one skill. We've read about this a bit. By adding an affinity, you can alter the armament's attack affinity. An armament's type determines what skills and affinities it can have. All that stuff. So, I mean, we can do this to our normal scimitars. Not sure if that's worth doing, but we'll try. Let's see. So we have Ash of War Storm Stomp. And then we have Ash of War Determination. I don't know, I guess we... And we currently have Spinning Slash instead. I guess we'll go Storm Stomp? Standard or quality? Huh? I don't understand what the distinction here is, other than I see that quality has a lower number. Quality scimitar versus scimitar. That seems odd to me that the quality one appears to be worse. I kind of assume that I'm misunderstanding something there. So let's go for the quality one, I guess. I think. I don't know. We'll see. We'll try it out. Okay, Horseback Riding. Use the Spectral Steed Whistle to summon and ride your Spectral Steed. If your Spectral Steed dies, you can summon it again, but it will cost 1 flask of Crimson Tears to do so. You can dismount by using the whistle again or by pressing that. From Pouch in the main menu, you can equip 6 items to your pouches. 4 of those items can be used without opening the main menu. Okay. Okay. No. Okay, well, seeing what our options here are for those things. Our runes are back this way. I did not... Once again. Same thing happened. You know what it was. I meant to sprint, and I pressed the flask button instead, so we wasted a flask. But, once again, our runes are back this way, so we would like to get them before we, say, purchase a level, because that's the kind of thing that we'd like to do, is make permanent improvements like that. It's the world's sloppiest attacks right here. Like, actually, though. Okay, so that's that the mounted enemy in question, the one that has caused us so many issues thus far? I think it is. These are the other dudes that have been hanging out in this area. Been able to one-shot this guy. And these guys come in, and we should not give them the chance to spam their light attacks on us, because they hurt. Oh. Well, that's not good. Kinda hoping you were gonna ignore us. I was kinda hoping you wouldn't see us. If we just stay very still, they won't notice us. They won't notice us. I just want my runes. They're over to the left. Don't mind me. Oh. Well, that was close. So I just want to grab our runes so we don't lose them, because we do have a somewhat significant amount. But they are all the way down here, so it is pretty much impossible to nab them without probably getting this guy's attention at some point. We have gotten their attention. We've success. What? Knight Cavalry? You were not shown up as a boss before, for what it's worth. Were you a boss all along? We just never realized it? Because, we asked that question previously, wondering if you were a boss. Hello. Are you... You're different at night. You're just bigger and stronger at night, is what I'm thinking I'm seeing. Ow. Okay, well, we just can't, like, ever escape. Also, there are trolls here that are gonna kill us anyway. We have not escaped, for what it's worth. I'm trying to escape. What? Waypoint runes. Not sure what that was all about. What is this? Oh, sapling, sweet sapling of glorious gold. Has your crystal teardrop ripened? So these ghost enemies don't seem to speak audibly. For whatever reason. Very surprised that that one did not react. Four-toed Foulfoot. I think that's the first time we've seen one of those. Previously, we were just getting feathers from those types of enemies. What I would love would be for us to get some kind of spots for us to for us to save our progress. Hello, trolls that happen to be pulling this wagon. Don't really think we want to engage with these guys. The trolls, I'm sure, would absolutely annihilate us. We still have not really figured out how best to fight the mounted enemies. These guys over here are probably doable. So I'm thinking we wait for them to proceed, then we'll fight these guys. Actually, many of them over here. Can't really see what that bloodstain showed us, but let's go for this. Kill you. Oh, what? The heck? We got one shot by what? I did not even see what hit us. What the heck? Is it just a higher level area so that everything was dealing more damage? I am not sure, but I didn't even see what hit us at all. Let alone the fact that it one-shot us. Whatever it was. So now, of course, that means that our runes are way over here. Huh. Tell you what. We're gonna ignore them for now. We're gonna probably lose them. But in the interest of exploring other places, let us proceed. We're gonna go in and see what the deal is in this building over here. We want to fight these guys on our way in? Oh, I mean, this guy now sees us. Think? Yeah. Alright, so we'll fight him. Been a little while since we fought these dudes. That was not what I meant. Oh, we don't have our shield on right now. So that's one of the reasons why we did not block. Yeah, I would like to have our shield back. One moment, please. Thank you. Okay, that was pretty bad when it turned out we didn't have our shield. That wasn't healing us, was it? That was like mana restoration or something? So yeah, I think we might have been making life difficult for ourselves, technically going to an area where the enemies were higher level. So we might have been jumping the gun a bit. That might be why it seemed like everything was a huge threat. So of course there is still this spot here where we could reset a little bit. I mean, we did take some silly damage, so sure, we'll do it. Maybe people will pop up here this time as well. No, not this time. We definitely don't have the runes to make significant upgrades. So let's just see what the deal is in here. In Stormgate. That guy is definitely going to shoot us with something. There are numerous people who are trying to shoot us with things. Oh! Okay. I did have my shield up for what it's worth, but apparently that is insufficient to deal with this dude. Ow! We are dead that quickly. Wow. Okay, so I don't know. Again, we've seen these troll guys in the past. I assume they're trolls. But we've seen them in the past. We've tried to fight them 1v1 before. We've actually never finished fighting 1v1. We've never beaten one. Add in some archers behind such a troll, and that does complicate matters a bit more, but I am intrigued. So the question is, do you try to rush down the archers, perhaps? And ignore the troll for the time being? Maybe? If we can even get up here? We can. And the troll does still get up here. And there are still other enemies. Yeah, that does not heal us, for what it's worth. The troll can kill the enemies for us, though, I'm now realizing. I would like to, like, do the actual blast that heals us. That one, I do believe. Ow. It would be kind of cool if the troll just, like, killed all of our enemies for us, which it almost did. We are not quite dead. Now we're dead. Now we're dead. So that strategy did kind of work, but still pretty far away from succeeding here. I mean, that's definitely still going to be more difficult than the simple 1v1 against Troll that we saw previously. So, yeah. Hold on. What is the quote-unquote correct direction in which we are supposed to go? Is to the northwest, theoretically. So yeah, through here. Theoretically, this is the way we are supposed to go, if you will. So I say we give this a shot one more time. Seemed like we were onto something. That was poor timing. That was still poor timing. Sweet. Okay, it would help if we had the right weapons out immediately. It would help if we had the right... Okay, well, like, this attempt is botched. But we'll get this lump of flesh, and then we'll die. So we found something. But yeah, gotta get the shield out before we go in there. That was just doomed to start with, since we didn't have that, because we have to do that to block the arrows. Sprint in, block arrows, make our way toward the archers. Here comes... Oh, we blocked the first one, then all the other ones came. Okay, so now we dodge and have the troll slash giant slash whatever it technically is do all the work for us. What if we just like keep on going here and just ignore all other stuff? I'm not sure what these are, but we will acquire the materials. Oh, they're herbs. Of course they are. Oh, okay, he's still very much right behind us. Oh, you're calling friends. Yeah, so I'm just curious what happens here. If we basically ignore all the enemies and what have you, and just keep on running, and potentially have the troll kill everything for us. Golden seed sounds significant. Oh. Okay. Might be done with the giants, but we are not, done with other enemies. Oh, no, wrong enemy that I tried to attack there. One that I attacked was already dead. So once again, just after having traveled some distance, I would love if we could find a spot where we can save our progress a bit. That would be lovely. Let's make sure we didn't run right past one. The troll may very well be back there. It is pretty hilarious how they roll like this. That looks interesting. Let's check our map. Okay. So in theory, we were headed up toward the... I assume that this gold sort of fiery thing is the path that we're supposed to follow for the main quest, but... Hello. And we do get a little bit of runes out of that, so we've yet to level up manually once. So it would not be the worst idea to just, like, get enough runes to actually do some leveling. Because that would probably help. I don't know how significant leveling up is, because we've not done it once. That seems like the kind of thing that is usually useful, though, right? Oh, this is what I'm looking for. One of these. Perfect. Lost race discovered. Because this is pretty far away from any other one that we've been to thus far. Okay, a key. I think those tend to give us access to boss encounters. One little shack. What is... Oh, we can talk to you.
Everyone's been grafted.
That doesn't sound good.
Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me.
Helen of Troy?
Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider.
That doesn't sound good.
No. If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it.
New sitting sideways. An emote? Okay. This whole talk of spiders, a little unsettling. My guess is that is whatever the relatively major boss we are approaching. Probably what it is. Oh. A giant millipede? Centipede or something? Or is that just the start of the boss who's actually like 90% underground? No, I think I see multiple of them. So let's try. I mean, it's probably gonna fight us, right? Like it's definitely not nearly as harmless as it might appear to be. Oh, it is also like, whoa, okay, it is very different from what I thought it was gonna be. Very different from what I thought it was gonna be. No, I did not anticipate that it would be a flying set of whatever you want to call that. Rune Fragment, though, we get from it, so cool. I mean, interesting enemy, for sure. Basically like a mini golem, almost. Is it dead? It is dead. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Generally, we've found powerful enemies on bridges. It does give me some hesitation. It felt like we were just starting to fight some relatively basic enemies and just get enough runes to actually make upgrades, which we, again, have yet to do. So that feels like something we should make a point of doing before we get too ambitious. I feel like that might be one of the things that we are missing out on here. Might be making life more difficult than it has to be for that reason. Here's a lot of stuff here, though. Assuming, yup. It's not friendly. Just like a trap that explodes. Or some of them actual enemies. Okay. Oh, here's another one. And I hear the explodings. Fortunately, there is an auditory warning. You can hear him, even if you don't see him. Is that 3 in 1? And these are enemies, okay. Ones that are piled up in a pile are traps. These ones in a line are enemies. Okay, so this one's another enemy. Oh, I missed the light attack. If I missed the light attack, I mean I did not press the light attack button. Excuse me, you are actually attacking us. You actually went out of your way to engage. Sanctuary Stone, that's new. Don't know what that's all about. Those are gonna explode. I assume they deal a whole lot of damage. I assume they hurt a lot. But I imagine it's perhaps not something that we want to test. Maybe we don't test that theory. Oh, that's just a bloodstain. That doesn't sound good. More traps. They explode on us? No? At least not seeing any. Gotta look from the other side. Still no traps. Okay, so we're getting a lot of these golden runes. What is this? Oh, it's an animal. Thought it was a dude for a second. Roll away! Still can't catch you, for what it's worth. Now we can. And now I'm starting to hear the signs. Ooh, didn't get it before it fell down. Starting to hear more of the signs of that big enemy. I think it's down there. You. So it's going to fight you. I've missed all the light attacks, so you are actually going to get the chance to attack us. Cool enemy. Still think that's a very cool enemy. Very unexpected when you first see that. Oh, I was gonna get you. I'm gonna leaping strike at you. Wow. What is that? Okay, still hearing the big enemy down there, but these guys, why don't we test our luck a bit against them? Hello, sir. You see nothing. Probably. Maybe. Possibly. Possibly not. Ooh, you did that very quickly. And I pressed the wrong button to try to stealth out of the way, and that was not intended. Oh, smart. Smart, okay. For the first time in a very long time, we've not just been able to light attack spam you, because you will actually start to block those attacks. Ooh. And we wasted basically all... Oh, you shout as well? Who's rode off? He is dead. We did waste a whole lot of flasks on you, though. Because that's empty now. So that's unfortunate. But what is this? Fire arrows? There's nothing here. Besides another of these guys. So they definitely do seem stronger than the other basic enemies, or at least more complex attack-wise than the other enemies that we were encountering before. Oh, I was kind of hoping to sneak up on you though. Defense-wise, they obviously don't have shields, which might make them a little less complex. That did not really work as planned, though. So they very well could kill us. Oh, like that. I thought we had the range to hit you. We did not have the range to hit you, so you hit us, and you killed us. Okay, so we're in the general area. Fortunately, we got this spot for us to head back to. It's not that far away. Ooh. Where's the location of our runes? Is over there. These guys, maybe we don't mess with them just yet. What is their deal? Oh, they're... Okay, they're the same type of enemies we were encountering before. Back in the previous area. Our stuff is over there. But once again, the silly pressing the wrong button to sprint, and so accidentally flasking. That's the troll we keep hearing. Ooh, this looks interesting. What do we have here? Can we get up? Not from that angle? Maybe from this angle? Be wary of... up. Ah! Actually, helpful little tip there. Those do look like vampires. Ooh, this looks dramatic. This is giving me build up to boss arena vibes. Like our map here? It's kind of, sort of, the main direction, but not exactly. What is this? Is this an enemy? Or is this an NPC? I'm not sure. Hello? Question mark? It is an NPC. Let's chat. Person? Question mark?
You. Please. I can read them. Your fingers. Please, your fingers.
What is it with fingers? Oh. Okay?
Bless you. Head to the foundation of gold tarnished. Traverse Rhea Lucaria, glintstone eventide, and reunite the half crescents at the grand lift. Oh, but the bridge is collapsed and cannot be crossed. Only, why should that matter? Stormvale Castle still stands tall.
Is that the castle that we've started to approach? Not entirely sure about that. But, let's see. Like, where was it? Gate front, Stormgate, yeah. Over there, and Stormhill Shack. Well, that's probably Stormhill Castle over there. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, I'm sure that something big and bad and nasty is about to fight us on this bridge. Surely. Right? Is it whatever that is? Just way too open. Way too big. Right? Like, what is that over in the distance? Is that going to swoop in to attack us? Like, somebody died there, it looks like? This is totally a trap, but we're going to take it. Nomadic Warrior's Cookbook. Giving us, I believe from what we heard previously, crafting items. Can we get up these? Don't think so. We get down. Yes. Just try not to fall to our death right now. We maybe get over here, though. Still don't think it's possible to get up there. Careful when going down, though. I'm still wary. Something swooping in to attack us right now? This feels way too peaceful at the moment. Now, this is starting to look more like setup for a boss. If this opened up more, but it's not. Okay, carrying on then. I still feel like we probably need to do much more of actually just fighting people, accumulating a significant number of ruins, and using those to improve our character, because we are basically just going with the starting character right now, which is, I'm sure, going to lead to us running into issues. I mean, to the extent that we haven't already found that we are getting overpowered by enemies relatively quickly and often. So we just have not made... We quite literally have not invested anything in our character right now. So that's probably a bad thing. It does feel like that is, if not already, at least eventually going to add up quite a bit. Odds stacking against us. So I don't know if that just means, like, going back to an earlier area and quite literally just grinding. So we kind of started to do that, but we just didn't really make a point of investing those resources, and eventually we lost them. No! Don't chase after it, though. I mean, these guys give the tiniest bit of resources, but not really much. I assume there's no way there's anything down there, right? Surely not. Oh. Why did the sky start to get red? That's intimidating. Come back here? Can you, like, come back here? Or not. Never mind. You don't need to come back here, but okay, you know, never mind. Never mind. Oh, you're a wolf. You're not the other types of harmless enemies. Hello. Oh, I thought you were going to attack more quickly than you did. Ooh, ow, ow. We hit each other simultaneously? We hit each other simultaneously. We need to heal. Okay. Anything to loot here? Not just the bloodstain. Starting to run into some enemies. Still relatively quiet, though. We've traveled pretty significant distance. I would love if we could find a place to save our progress here. Hey, what's up, wolves? Yeah, this guy's taking interest in us. Now, that doesn't sound... Oh, you are totally bringing friends. That is absolutely what that's going to do. We've seen it for human enemies, but it looks like the wolves can do it as well. Okay, I would love if we could, like, kind of not have to fight every single one of you simultaneously. Ow! Yeah, you know, we'll eventually hit you, right? That's totally the way that works. keep on thinking that your attacks are done, and then they're not done, and then we are practically dead because they're not done? Wow. Just... Wow. Just... Wow. Didn't block from that angle. Did not block from that angle. We traveled far. We didn't really make significant permanent progress. That's been our primary issue. I feel like we just need to fight people, get ruins, and then make more permanent progress. So let's pick fights with these guys. It's maybe not the best thing to fight all 4 of them simultaneously, but it's okay. If we step away, then suddenly they don't care about us. So we just sneak behind them. Oh, there's 5 of them. So these little guys attack really quickly. They're actually kind of nasty. If they do get a hit off. Oh, of course they turn around right now. Lovely. That's why they're kind of nasty. If they do land hits, they deal damage pretty quickly. This guy has a ranged weapon, for what it's worth. I thought I could outspeed him. I'm pretty sure I just missed. I think I did outspeed him, but I missed. I would very much love if this guy would stop shooting at us. These guys, though, are pretty simple in that we can kind of just... Oh, there's where the other guy went. Once we get a hit off, we pretty much just spam attacks against them, and they just can't stop us. Basically just spam light attacks to win. So, this is kind of what I mean, though. Just find a bunch of these guys, get a decent enough quantity of runes that we can actually upgrade ourselves in various ways, and then we can actually make more meaningful progress, I would think. We would like to destroy this. Get back here. Get back here. Get back here. Okay, maybe we take this and then run. What the heck was that? Okay, so this is interesting. We're just gonna run through here and see what happens. And die. Tried to blast it before it is, but it did. So they have some kind of like siege weapon over there? Yeah, it's like a ballista over there. That's interesting, for what it's worth. What I actually think we might want to do, where's the stake of Marika? I don't remember where this is, but let's deliberately go further back toward the beginning and just wail on easy enemies and get the stuffs to level up more easily. We've not leveled up once. This is probably a problem. Wait. This respawn us at the same... It did respawn us at the same spot. That was not the intention. Apparently that's what happened. Ow. So I kind of just want to see what happens if we get this close. Ow. That, apparently. So, like, if we get behind this... and you're dead. Can we just, like, chill? There's a lot of bloodstains here. I can't help but notice that there are a lot of bloodstains here. But there is a place where we can save our progress here, which is also very cool. Oh, hello, everybody in existence. Spam light attacks to win. Who's next? See, like, these guys, comparatively, not so bad. Certainly not when we're fighting them 1v1. Oh, I was sleeping on that one. I totally just ate my words that time. Yes. I will give you that. I will give you that. I deserved that. It's now that there's no longer somebody shooting this thing. Just like casually do this. Just casually sneak up and kill every single person 1v1. That's totally gonna turn around any second now. Also, his friend is gonna see. Is his friend facing? His friend is facing the other way. At first, I did not think that his friend was facing the other way. Not sure if we've seen anyone like this before. Ow! He has a very big sword. But he is dead. His friend also dropped something? Bolts? I'm not really sure how interesting that is. Let's head back inside. Because this is probably the castle that we heard people talking about, right? Something over there? No? This is our savey spot, which honestly we could just like rest, get our HP back, get our flasks back. That might even be the thing that we need to do more of. Is just heal more often. Because doesn't... Yeah, that brings people back. Okay. Sneak on you. It didn't kill you? Wow. You're still... No, you are dead. Okay. Ha! We hit you both. Hit and run! Ooh, get out of there. We're good. We're good. We're good. See, like, that just seems like the kind of attack that you generally are supposed to dodge and not block. More gauntlets. That's the thing that we pretty much just want to be selling to people, I think. These guys were remarkably easy to stab in the back. Relatively easy, I should say. Although now there seems to be more of them. Like, this guy's probably going to notice when we stab his friend. This guy has noticed when we stabbed his friend. Confirmed. Ooh, well, he did adjust. He did adjust the position of his spear. Hit us. The other friend has also noticed us. But what if we sneak? And then do this. Aw, we didn't get the one shot. Darn. Alright, well, this is the big sword guy, remember? He's a little bit different. He's kinda nastier. Ooh, I thought we could hit him with the big attack and that would stagger him. It did not. He did not care. Okay, you know, maybe we let him do the big stabby attacks. And we stick to the quick ones. Like that. Okay, see, now we're over 1,000. Which I think is an important threshold. We have crossed it before, we just always died after we crossed it. So I think that might mean that we can actually level up now. Which, as I've started to say, I think is kind of important. That's probably kind of a big deal. Something that we may have hindered ourselves significantly by not doing. And that may have been leading to some unnecessary frustration. So let's make matters easier for ourselves here by leveling up. And so, how much does it cost? It costs us like 700. Is it no matter what stat we choose? Seems like that is the case. So, ups our level. Reduces our runes held. That's to be expected. Increases our defenses a little bit. What about our Strength. Right, and it increases our damage. Okay. Okay. Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. We have finally leveled up. The enemies have returned. So, like, this is what I mean. Like, probably not a good idea to... Or we very well could just rinse, repeat, and get another level or two this way. Not necessarily sure that we want to do this non-stop. The same exact enemies. But in other respects, you could make the case if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it works, I'm kind of just trying to make up for the time and / levels that we've missed by not doing this earlier, which we largely had happen to us because we just did not make a point of locking in our improvements or getting the benefits out from our rooms because we kept dying when we had them. Oh, the lack of range. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They did. So it was what, like 800 for the next level? I'm not sure how much of a difference one level is really going to make, but we can see. Give you a hug. Disappear into the bushes. Except not really. How did that still manage to hit you? I don't know, but you are dead. It's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, this is what I mean, is we're like almost at that point already where we can actually... We're gonna walk in front of this guy in order to one-shot the super sword dude. Because I prioritize this... Oh, you both super sword dudes? Maybe you're both super sword dudes and we were just always one-shotting one of you, so we never really noticed that the other one was also a super sword dude. We do need a tiny bit more in the way of runes in order to level up once again, but I mean, that's what I mean. It is pretty much just one round of that, slightly more than one round of that, in order to get the level, and that's not that unreasonable. But it does perhaps suggest that we might have missed out on a lot of levels. That's really all it takes. Certainly, taking down these guys would get us to the threshold we're looking for. Can we just, like, not backstab these guys for insta-kills? Because it kind of felt like that was the day. Well, we have disproved this already. You're dead. That was bad timing for you. Oh, this guy has a ranged weapon, which is kind of annoying. Your other friend might as well. If we disengage with him, he might pull out a ranged weapon. Not entirely sure about that. Though he's dead. And there we are. 900, which means yes, we do have enough. Smoldering Butterfly. That sounds very dramatic. Never seen it before. And a new shield as well. So that's the other thing. Is that we have picked up some items, but we haven't equipped any of them. So we can see if perhaps they are more powerful than the things that we've been using thus far. So I don't think we've been engaging enough with the mechanics at play here. I think we have just been going by with the bare basics. And because of that, we've made it more challenging than it needs to be. So let's level up here, and then I think we'll go further into the actual castle. And maybe we'll swap out some equipment as well. We level up, and I assume we're mostly trying to level up Dex. Let's do that. Get us stronger. And then take a look at our chest. So sorting the chest. With this menu, you can place items that you're carrying into the chest for storage, or take stored items out of the chest. Haven't really seen if there's a limit to how much inventory space you have thus far, but if you already are carrying the maximum number of items, so yes, there is a maximum number of items, when you pick up a new item, it will be stored in the chest automatically. That is nice. It's not like it just completely disappears. But I guess we don't really need to be here to equip stuff. In order to do that, we just want to look at our inventory, or maybe equipment. More specifically, equipment menu. For the first time, we're opening this up. With the equipment menu, you can equip armaments, arrows, bolts, armor, talismans, and items. You can equip up to 3 armaments. Right, we know about that. But let's see. So yeah, we do have a quality scimitar, which does have less damage. Seemed odd, because yeah, we were seeing about that before, and I don't understand why it got less effective. So, for our helmets, yes, we do have things that are objectively better. This is across the board, whereas this is, in some situations, the foot soldier cap versus Godric's soldier helm. Not as good for immunity, but better for, at least a little bit better for robustness, a little bit better for poise. I think this is still the way to go, though. Okay, so that's the helmet. The chest plate. You can get better damage mitigation for everything outside of lightning. Not sure what immunity is. Also, we're on medium load now, which probably affects how quick we are with our running and or dodging and what have you. I don't know about this one. This one I'm not as convinced of. Our gloves. Also better at some things, worse than other things, so not entirely sure what to make of them. I guess we'll try them out. Boots. Don't have new versions of those. Weapons. Oh no, it's the shield. Hold on, let's try it. It doesn't do as much damage, question mark, but in terms of mitigating damage, it is definitely better. So, I think we can go for it. I think we are slower than we were before. What is this? Summoning pools. In each area, you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easy to summon other players at these locations, as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gather at summoning pools. That suggests that we're about to engage in some major encounter, perhaps? Does look pretty dramatic over here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Nice ups.
Someone must extinguish thy flame.
Oh.
Let it be Margit the Fell.
Okay. So I think we found ourselves a boss. Hey. Dude. Ooh, good follow-up attack. Okay, you have a nasty tail as well. Ow. Ow. Okay. Trying to learn what this dude's deal is. Ow! The answer is, I still have no idea. Okay, his ranged attacks. I'm trying to learn his melee attacks a bit. Ooh, okay. Slam of some variety. Let's get out of here. I assume we want to get out of here. We've not dealt much damage. I think this one is, of course, primarily just a learning experience the first time around. That's his ranged attack. He does 2 of them, question mark. Then, once he lands there, you have a little bit of time. To do that. I wonder if we stay at range here, is he going to eventually resort to going with his throwing swords again? Is it kind of just like a time-based thing? Nope. Well, we did get close to him. Ooh, okay. I mean, we're going to die here, but... Waiting for the swords, yep. There, and there. It's 2, and then it's jump. Oh, he still hit us, though. Okay. I mean, we, got rid of, like, 10%? A little more than 10% of his HP. Okay, I think that's our first, like, real, actual boss encounter. I think that was our first real boss encounter, because I think the other enemies we ran into were primarily just mini-bosses. Okay, and so now we have this Traverse the Mist option to make it more obvious that, yes, in fact, that is a boss arena. Saw all the blood stains when we started walking in, and I was like, there's definitely going to be something big up here, isn't there? So, I don't know, like, do we feel the need to get a little bit stronger before we engage that boss? We go back to... I'm curious to see if we go back to some of the earlier spots, if some of the stronger enemies over there are winnable at this stage.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word?
What is the deal with you? I don't know if we know you.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna.
You have a very impressive hat.
Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter,
actually, we haven't ridden our steed at all yet.
Is of thee.
Except we haven't used our steed at all.
The power, no?
Kind of, but not exactly.
Spectral steed named Torrent.
What if we say we cannot call the spectral steed because we actually have not yet called the spectral steed?
Trifle not with me, Tarnished.
Except I'm not lying to you.
Or didst thou merely forget the name of the spectral steed thou callest?
She's like, okay, I don't want to talk to you at all in that case.
I will ask thee again.
What happens if we just continue?
Power, no, to call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
What if we just continue to deny her? I am kind of curious.
Quite the stubborn one, aren't we?
Does she eventually,
Wise in a way,
like, attack us?
The lands between are home to lies and cheats aplenty.
We're not lying or cheating. We haven't done it yet.
Mistrust will be to thy benefit. I shall leave this for thee, at the behest of Torrent's former master. Take it, shouldst thou overcome thy suspicion.
Huh. Did we actually get something for continuing to deny her? We did. Summoning spirits. With a spirit calling bell, you can use ashes to summon various spirits. Summoning typically consumes FP. You can only summon one type of spirit at a time. You cannot summon spirits during multiplayer. Okay. So we got a spirit calling bell. And lone wolf. Ashes. Alright. Didn't see that coming. So let's pick some fights here. Oh, that's... yes. The first mini-boss that we encountered. I mean, we're a little bit stronger since we last encountered this. So maybe we give it a shot. I'm not sure that much is going to change, but we'll go for it. Still don't really know when and where we attack you is the primary thing, because, like, you're so mobile. Oh! Well, that was interesting. Yeah, we're dead. We couldn't even get up in time. Wow. So, like, you have the boss life bar. I'm curious, technically speaking, to what extent, since that enemy spawns in very close to the beginning area, basically in the beginning area, I'm very curious to see, you know, is that basically supposed to be the easiest boss? Because it felt harder. It felt harder than the one that had the whole chat with us beforehand. I just don't get how to fight, how you're supposed to fight mounted enemies, besides, I guess, like, using arm mount, but also, like, how do we do that again? Hold on. How do we do that again? Here we go. This is what we need. Okay, let's see. What have we been neglecting? A lot of things, I'm sure. Also, that enemy may be right next to us, because they do just patrol this area. It does not say where we summon our friend. I thought it was like L2, which is that. Hold on. Oh, we're totally kicking people now. And punching people. Oh, why have we not tried this yet? Also, I'd like to just destroy this first. Then we will kick and punch these bat dudes to death. Okay, it does not deal a lot of damage. Turns out, punching vampire bats does not deal much damage. Also turns out, kind of hard to hit them. It was before. It is still even more so now. This is a very small window in which to hit them. But that was not what I meant to do. What I meant to do was that. Haha! Oh, now that's interesting. Hold on. How do we do that? I just want to do this big power kick. That. Oh, I was about to power kick you, dude. Just chill. Chill for a second. Just chill for a second. Let me power kick you, okay? They do not want to be power kicked. Not cool, man. Not cool. Okay, let's actually pull out the correct weapons. And so what I'd like to do, we tried fighting the big horse boss. Let's engage some of the other enemies that we... What? We were blocking, thank you very much. At least the first one, obviously, we were, but subsequent ones we were not. But I'd like to try fighting the giant, was he on the other side? I think he was on the other side. And maybe the helmet dude? The two enemies that very early on we were testing our abilities against. Oh, Beast Sliver, that's new. Okay. Sure. Yeah, because the giant was over here. I think. He was down there. So I don't think we really looked up here at all. Oh, in fact, we missed some things over here. I don't think we got these rune fragments before. Rune fragments, I don't think, just based on how common they are that they show up, I don't think they're all that valuable. Hello. Goodbye. These guys are basically defenseless. They don't give much in the way of runes, but it is something. And honestly, they're easier to get than these wild animals. They're less mobile. Oh, that was the loot? Underground tomb ahead, they say. Oh, would you look at this? What do we have here? Whoa! Stormfoot Catacombs? And someone to chat with? Usually the ghosts are not voiced. A proper death means returning to the Erd Tree. Oh, and then something... Okay, it went very fast after that. This looks trapped. Yep, it is. I knew it. I knew it. Alright, you got me. You kinda didn't get me. You didn't surprise me, because I anticipated that there was gonna be something there, but you did kill me nonetheless. I'm not sure how we bait that out. We can try to do this. You're quick. Are you a gargoyle or something? Oh, there's the other one. I think it's just you now. Once again, spam light attacks to win. Root resin, I believe is new. That's just a candle, I think. Not actually something lootable, despite glowing of the same type of way. But I imagine there's probably way more of those guys down here. And that might kind of be their thing. Whole ambush ya type of thing. Rave. Oh. Doors over there got something else. Over here. Certainly big enough for enemies. Oh, yep. Yep, there they are. See if we can bait any of them out here like this. Oh, I missed. There are, I think, more of them down there. There are. Can't really see you very well. You blend in the environment quite well. There's another one down here. Ow, you still got me. Ow, stop that nonsense. There we go. Was that the last of you? Probably not. Maybe in the immediate vicinity. That looks dramatic. Rave Violet. It is violet indeed. No argument for me on that. More glove warts. Well done. Okay. Do this. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. How do you... Ooh, get that guy sneaking up on you. Very sneaky indeed. Where did he even come from? So, there is the fire. Is there a way to, like, sidestep it? Is there like an alcove in there? So you make a little bit of progress, go off to the side, while it turns on, wait for it to turn off, make a little bit more progress. Yeah, there is. I'm not fast enough to really make that work, but we're gonna try. This? Oh. Okay. Battling Pete. Hello? Okay, an emote, I think, basically, is what that was. Oh, hold on. How do we even get past this one? Is there even supposed to be anything over here? Yeah, there is. Over to the right. There's a ladder over here. Is there anything over there? There definitely is. Keep going all directions or just that direction? Just that direction. Ah. So that's what you look like before you drop down. You do, in fact, exist. You don't just appear out of nowhere. Hello. So if we had a ranged weapon, we would attack you right now, but we don't, so we won't. You just gonna chill there? Just gonna attack your friend? Okay. If you insist, I guess. Wait for this, then make our move up the ladder. Oh, hold on. A little bit further. Alright. Let us see what is up here. Yeah, keep going. Hopefully there's not an enemy that's just waiting to bop us on the head. Hello. This would potentially be an enemy that would be waiting to bop us on the head. Hello, other enemy that was waiting to bop us on the head. Please stop backing up like this. You know, I appreciate when you back up like that. It's a... And I'm trying to heal. Oh, that was bad. That was just poorly executed on my part. We totally had what it took to take that guy out. But that's a... I don't know, it seemed to be a fairly deep look into that area over there. I don't know how keen I am on going further down in that direction. I mean, that's a frustrating part. It's like it felt like we were probably about to get to the end, but I don't really want to backtrack through all those annoying traps. Through an area that we've been through 90% of, which I know is kind of like, that's Dark Souls, but it's not feeling it right now. Yes, we did have some runes that we lost in that process. I don't know how many we really had. Not like we went on a huge killing spree before we went in there, and there weren't that many enemies in the area. What I would like to see is if we can take on the giant and live to tell the tale. Oops. Ooh, I missed and almost fell off. Alright, so I believe it's down that way. I mean, if you want to walk into us. That's the dude I'm looking for. Birds do not care if we are sneaking. What is that down there? That I'm not sure about. Part of me is interested in maybe just ignoring you and trying to see what that is. Not sure if the giant's gonna get far enough away for us to avoid it, though. How far up does it go? That looks like a nasty Cthulhu-esque monster. We're gonna see what the deal is. I think it's gonna absolutely annihilate us, but there's only one way of knowing for sure. There was a save spot here as well. That'd be kind of cool. It's a little bit far away from where we were before. What is that? Like the pathway getting lit up, like footsteps lighting up as if there's a ghost walking in circles there or something. Curious about that as well. That's the thing that I was originally noticing right there. Is it a... I could potentially see that being a boss. I could potentially see that being a boss. Oh no, there are multiple of them. Okay. So it's that, and then it's that. Oh, there's a little one. It's a baby one. Several baby ones. Okay, so I think it's gonna absolutely annihilate us. And probably, you know, eat our soul and all that nasty stuff that Cthulhu monsters would do. Because, oh my goodness, is that nightmare fuel or what? But we're gonna try fighting it. Oh, it's a turtle. Maybe we say hello to the turtle first. Hey, Mr. Turtle. Can we talk to the turtle? We can read messages. Likely dog? Huh? Well, I mean, it does take the hits pretty well, of course. But it does give turtleneck meat, which presumably has a purpose. We're not just brutal murderers of all wildlife. So let's be honest, we probably are. I'm also kind of curious what the deal is over here. Oh, you've noticed us. Possibly. You may not have noticed us. You have definitely noticed us. At least one of them has. Both of them have. Alright. That's it. Ow. Okay, we got you two. Didn't seem too bad. Just based on how quickly they take damage. You have a shield, though. You are quick. You're also hard to hit when you're on low ground? How's that supposed to work? We have the high ground. It's over, Anakin. Glowstone, that's new. Ah, and that's the island we were eyeing before. That's very cool. Area below here as well. Are those enemies? I know we were looking at the Cthulhu monsters before, but now I'm intrigued. Can we walk that? And who or what is this? Gonna go out on a limb here and say that you're friendly? Get smoldering butterfly?
What do you need?
Okay.
I don't want any trouble.
Nomadic merchant. Okay. From you we can, well, we've basically no monies at all. We theoretically could afford this if we did a little more grinding club, short bow. We don't have a bow, which might not be the worst idea to pick one of those up. Broadsword, also be nice to upgrade our weapon, so that's kind of intriguing as well. Okay.
Done?
Okay.
Well, be on your way then.
Good to know that that dude is there. Got this fancy little waterfall. And here are some of the ooze enemies. Just the little ones, it seems, which might be a better way to warm up. Not sure if this is the same enemy type altogether, but we're gonna see. Oh my goodness. You see how little damage that did? That's concerning. That is a little alarming. That would suggest that perhaps this enemy is a lot stronger than I'm giving it credit for right now. Either that, or we like need to do a different type of attack to it. But I mean, like, we could be super patient, but still not sure that it is worth the effort. So it lunges. And I'm guessing it might also leave some kind of like poisonous trail. Getting that sense. Ooh, that was bad. Hold on, wait for it. Getting low. But don't lose patience. What the heck just happened? Still live, okay. Perhaps just some kind of alternate attack. That was very close. That was not well timed, but we did kill it. And it did drop. Oh, just same stuff that the usual enemies drop. I didn't notice if the amount of remnants, or rather, did it give more monies than other enemies or not? Oh. Oh dear. These guys, I'm assuming, are tougher? Except maybe they're not? Oh, hold on. They're not dead. I don't think they were dead. Now it's dead. Okay. They just take an extra hit. When they appear to be down, they're not actually down. I did not time that well. So like here, where they're all glowing like this, you gotta hit them again, but like also, how do you hit them when they're down like this? You gotta kind of wait for them to get back up. Okay. And what do you have here? Gold pickled fowl foot. Let's not ask questions. Okay. Success, I suppose. Another one of those globs that... Another one of those globs just didn't seem to be worth the effort. We climb up this thing. Is that possible? I'm not sure, but let's try. Don't think we can make it up that. Unless there's a better angle, but I'm not seeing it. There's our merchant. The question of, do we try going to that island, or do we investigate the other globs, and are they just bigger versions of the enemies that we were quite literally just fighting, or are they actually a little bit different? Because they do look a little more dramatic. But now that we've seen the little ones, in the other area. Can we confirm that the little ones we were seeing here are the same type of thing? Or are these all just more Cthulhu-esque? They're definitely all more Cthulhu-esque. Significantly more tentacles. So this is going to kill us in the worst way possible. Of this, I am certain. Maybe before we fight it, we try to loot whatever this thing is over here first. So that we at least get something out of this. It has found us. It has found us. I just want this. Land octopus ovary. Oh. Well, that's very pleasant. That's apparently what a land octopus looks like. So, I'm not really sure how we want to fight this thing, but we're gonna try. Ow! And get clobbered. Ow! Ow! Oh my god! Oh my god! So now let's just get a single hit on it. Let's just get a single hit on it. We have gotten a single hit on it. We have succeeded in getting a single hit on it. It has a lot of HP. It has a whole lot of HP. And this is basically doing nothing at all. Did it just breathe fire? It does seem as though it kind of just collapses into this ball and does let us wail on it quite a bit. I don't like the sound of this. So, like, this is kind of working. Dare I say? A little bit. Until it turns around. And starts going absolutely bonkers again. Little ledges, man. They're the worst. They're the worst. Okay. Okay. Let the nightmare fuel resume. Running. That's definitely some kind of poison attack. Okay, well, we hit it again. So, like, this would be the part where you'd say, alright, clearly we've learned more about this enemy, but we should not be engaging it right now, but that's not what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to throw everything we have at it. Whether that means we are going to win or not, because, spoiler alert, we're not. I'm surprised its little friends have not really done anything. Does that change anything, in fact? Does that, like, weaken it if we take out the little ones in any way, shape, or form? Also, I don't like when we're this far away from it, because it seemed as though our best recipe for success was being right up next to this thing on its butt and wailing away at it. Uh-oh. It's like, we poked your little friend here. Now they're both down. Does that change anything? I doubt it. But now that we've done it, I'm kind of curious to at least get a hit on you and see what happens. But as I was saying, this is not the angle that I really want to be engaging from. Ooh, okay. Is this making any difference at all? I think it is still the same ineffectiveness that we had before. So I mean, maybe we do take this as just an instance of some reconnaissance. Gonna go away now? Because there was another thing I wanted to check over here. There were some, like, ghost footprints. Yeah, there they are. You can see them showing up there, and I have no idea what that's about. So that also intrigued me. Like, this is probably some kind of ghost enemy, right? But there's only one way of knowing for certain. Hello. What are you? It does seem to just go in a circle. So, I mean, like, the worst thing to do would probably be go right in its path, but that's exactly what we're going to do. Or we see if there's anything behind it first, and then we try doing that. Like, is there anything in this corner? Then we engage it. Because I see this fireplace stuffs. Friend? No foe. You took so long to get up that I really thought you were a friend. Okay, we have fought these guys, I think, once before. They did eventually, yes, start doing that and blocking us. Ooh, very well done. Do we have any flasks left? No. So we are definitely going to die here. Can we at least nab this? Nab this. We've gotten a strip of white flesh, apparently. Ooh, yep, you still got me. You still got me. Secondary hit. So we learned a little more. We learned a little more. Including land octopuses. We've now learned about them. Octopi, lids, octopi. And we end up back here in this area that I wasn't the biggest fan of. I'd rather not spend that much time down there. And tell you what, it is starting to get pretty late, and it is a work night, so I think this is probably a good place for us to wrap up here. Now, of course, I don't think we really got that far in the grand scheme of things. Overall, I think that my lack of Dark Souls experience certainly did start to add up quite a bit, because we did some exploration, but it just never really felt like we were making tangible, permanent progress. And maybe that's just the thing with Dark Souls, and Dark Souls-like games like Elden Ring, is just that your progress, air quotes, is almost entirely based on learning enemies' mechanics and practicing those mechanics and practicing your own abilities as well, and less so in raw stat increases and weapon and armor upgrades. We did see some of that, but it felt like we certainly did not do as much of it as we should have, and perhaps there were more effective ways to improve those things over time, because it just felt like we got stuck in loop after loop. And again, I know that's Dark Souls, but it still felt like there should have been more tangible, permanent progress, and I think that was, in large part, my own doing, where we lost our monies and just never got the chance to invest it, or we just never really explored / got far enough to find significant upgrades, or we just should have upgraded our starting gear because that would have been sufficient. I'm not really sure, but it just never felt like we really got to build any sort of momentum, which was kind of off-putting. So at times, we did well with engaging some enemies, but it just never really felt like we got the hang of things entirely. So I can see, for Dark Souls people who have played the Dark Souls games, the Bloodborne game, and really loved those, how getting a new game with new enemies, new area to explore, and lots of stuff to do in this world, that would be interesting to you. As a non-Dark Souls person trying out this type of game for the first time, just never really felt like I kind of got hooked. So, I don't know. Maybe I just played so woefully that I never got the pull of it, because I'm certain that I have certainly not making any, setting any Dark Souls, Elden Ring, or Bloodborne-like records, but, yeah, just never really clicked, for whatever reason. Does seem like a great game for those of you who are interested in this type of thing. It just wasn't enough for me as a non-Dark Souls person to get drawn in. Maybe if I were to read up a little bit more, watch a little bit more, see a little bit more Dark Souls-like, and, of course, Elden Ring-like stuff, then that might be enough for me to just better understand what I'm getting myself into here. But I think a lot of it was just my personal lack of experience, lack of knowledge, and that meant that while we started off, of course, as a complete noob who was not really doing much of anything, we just didn't make our improvements at the rate that I was hoping that we would make it, and that was didn't feel great for that reason.